In the White House, President Eisenhower signs the proclamation that makes Alaska's entry into the Union official, nearly 92 years after Lincoln's Secretary of State bought the territory from the Russian Tsar for $7 million.
The Alaska Wild Project podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Barney's Sports Chalet, supplying hunters with the best hand-selected gear since 1963. The exclusive home of frontier gear built for the rugged Alaskan terrain. Your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Visit Barney's today at 906 West Northern Lights.
Arbor Digital, the forefront of digital assets, cryptocurrencies, and wealth management, providing a low-cost, research-based investment strategy for Alaskans looking to invest their hard-earned money. Visit acminc.com today to put your money to work.
Tailored Restoration 24-hour emergency home services, helping Alaskans restore their dreams since 1972. Services include fire, water, mold, post-emergency cleaning, repair, and remodeling. Give them a call in Anchorage, Eagle River, Matsu, or Fairbanks. Hit them up at tailoredrestorationalaska.com.
Total Truck and Alaska Overlander, Alaska's premier supplier for custom automotive accessories and overlanding products, providing all-inclusive rental vehicles and trailers custom outfitted to explore the Alaskan backcountry with a unique and convenient traveling experience.
Serrano's Mexican Grill, 2 locations, one on Tudor, one on Northern Lights. The Northern Lights location has their new tequila bar. Check it out. Also see their daily specials at serranosmexicangrill.com.
TheTreehouseAK.com, located at 341 Boniface Parkway, Alaska's own and grown cannabis and CBD store. Ask the bud tender what the strain of the day is to get your 10% off. The Treehouse, where the culture lives.
The Connoisseur Lounge, Alaska's premier locally owned and operated cannabis retailer, located in the heart of Palmer, Alaska. Their cultivated products include Snowcap Romance, Aurora Haze, Super Glue, and much more. Find them at theconnoisseurlounge.net.
AKO Farms, located in Sitka, Alaska, built from the ground up with concentrates as their single motivation, with exclusive products such as their sugar wax, full spectrum diamond sauce carts, and more. Ask your local bud tender about AKO. Marijuana has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming and addictive. Marijuana impairs concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence. There are health risks associated with consumption of marijuana. For the use of only by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children, and marijuana should not be used by women who are pregnant or breastfeeding.
The Bait Shack, located on Ship Creek upstream of the bridge. Can't miss the bright red shack. They're the go-to fishing gear rental and guide service on Ship Creek. Tight lines and fish on. Come hook into the action with them. Hit them up at thebaitshackak.com.
Anchortown Dogs, located on 4th Avenue across from the old 4th Avenue Theater. Look for the blue and gold umbrella. From reindeer dogs to bomb euros, they've got you covered. Anchortown Dogs, your local gourmet hot dog and sausage cart.
Crude Magazine, Alaska-based media outlet using the last frontier as a springboard to discover larger truths about the cultures of our great state. Read more at crudemag.com.
Lawn Pro AK, Alaska's year-round professional property maintenance team. Services include snow and ice management, weekly lawn care, and more. Get your free estimate today at lawnproak.com.
Double Shovel Cider Company, located off of Arctic and 58th. Handcrafted Alaskan-made colonial ciders. They also have a tap room downtown on the corner of 5th and E. Stop by today and taste an award-winning cider.
Lady with a Plan, your own Alaska event planner. From scouting the perfect location to planning the tiniest details, specializing in event management and production for intimate social gatherings. Find Lady with a Plan on Instagram. Another one call? No. Right.
Trifecta.
Full sweep.
Full sweep. Yeah. Welcome to Alaska Wild Project, episode 64. What's the plan? Part 2. It was originally supposed to be all one podcast, but we have so much shit going on that we had to break it up into 2.
Well, that's right. Yeah, got to get out there and have some fun.
So I believe part 1 was all the way up until June, and now we're kind of going to talk about July and August. Really quick, the merch is up at Barney's. He has a whole bunch of our new hats, our new hoodies, patches, stickers, all that stuff. So
koozies.
So if you got family coming up, or if you're looking for something for yourself, and you're local, just go up there. You're going to support our business and his. So definitely do that. What's the outlook on Kodiak?
Yeah, dude. So I made my third trip down this week to and I brought 3 amigos with me.
Oh, you had some reinforcements.
Yeah, big helpers. All donating their time and passion and skills. So John Lau came down, Darcy came down, and CJ, and we helped Gid and the crew down there knock some stuff out. Man, it's looking good.
Must have been fun too, huh?
Yeah, it was super fun. Long days, but it was also we came into like classic Kodiak nastiness, and then blue skies on the third day, which was Saturday, and on Sunday. Man, it was gorgeous when it's nice down there, and then like that location downtown, the salt water's just pouring out. And Casey brought his big ass trailer down there in the parking lot. So I mean, I walk in, the Gid's like, well,
like
Casey,
a camper trailer.
Yeah. He's like, he got you set up, and so I'm like thinking like, okay, a little bit bigger than our pod. And I walk in there.
For you guys to stay.
Yeah. And it is bougie as fuck, dude. It had like
you got the 40
2 different like slide outs, and it was like 40 foot. It had a huge bunk room. It had like a master suite, and then it had this giant living room with it had
flat screen TV.
Like
the whole
it was like the L-shaped couch that makes a second L, so it's like a C-shaped couch. It was big.
Well, once the slide outs go out?
Oh, yeah, dude. It was huge. It was big, dude. And there was 3 big screen TVs in there. Yeah. I was just like, oh, this is money, dude. It had the huge propane tank, like the 20-pounder or whatever that is. Yeah. It was nice. So, but then like walking out of that, and it was just salt water and hair. It was nice. And then we hit Fort Abercrombie. Man, I hadn't been in like 15 years, and that place is gorgeous. It's just like walking through this enchanted forest with cliffs. And there was something that happened down there that was a little, I mean, it was emotional for me, and I'm an outsider, but I'm sure you guys saw in the news that a young kid had walked out of their house and was missing.
Oh, in Kodiak?
Yeah.
Oh,
and so a search was going on. And so that's why we went on Fort Abercrombie, but or one of the reasons, but the whole city showed up to help find this guy, and it was really cool. There's a unique sense of community there that I really envied. Like everyone showed up, everyone cared. Like the brewery across the street from Double Shovel was empty during the search, like on a Saturday night, and they haven't found him yet, so it's 6 days, and it's a really, really sad deal. Young 7-year-old, but
oh wow,
yeah, it was hard to leave like when you knew that was going on, but after like seeing these search parties, and Gideon and Casey and some of the other guys helping our cidery running the cidery down there went and were spending all their time on the search cruise. Everything was being done that could be done.
Yeah, including the authorities, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
doing their part.
They're on it. The Coast Guard was like rocking their helicopters back and forth across.
What do they think? A bear or something?
I don't think they think a bear. I think they think that there was, it's probably a water related, and hopefully not something darker.
Yeah.
So
I can't help but wonder, but well, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family down there, and any friends and immediate folks that are associated with them. It's got to be really tough.
Yeah, it was. I think it was hard for all 4 of us to get on the plane, knowing that was going on.
Yeah, it's pretty somber kind of deal there.
Yeah,
probably hate to say take the wind out of the sail a little bit of.
No
excitement. I mean, you guys had your thing going on and everything. It's just like
we're down there getting to business.
Yeah.
I think it affected me big time coming home, and it was like really important as soon as I landed to spend time with the kids and get them outside on a hike.
Man.
We immediately did like a 6-mile loop down in Kincaid and just like getting everyone together. I think it was really important. My dad was on that trip too.
Oh, right.
And so, he showed up for that hike. And he was worn out. I wore his ass out for 4 days down there, and he showed up on the hike. And I think that was probably the reason, And
was your dad at baseball yesterday?
No.
Okay.
He's playing baseball with them right now, though.
Okay, I thought I saw someone. Your dad must have been his clone.
He was a super baseball dad for me.
Was
he?
And
we played pitch every night after dinner growing up. I can't remember a night that we didn't, even in the winter.
Yeah.
He's a really good dad, or is a good dad. But he's doing the packing pain right now. But yeah, so it was I think it brought everyone, in our little all four of us ended up on that hike too.
Yeah.
So I think there was something with that. But more importantly is the town of Kodiak, and all the resources, all the people there truly cared. They all showed up, and man, it was really cool to see that.
Are they the Kodiakians or the Kodiakites?
Ooh, I don't know.
Kodiakians.
Kodiakians?
That's probably right.
Kodiakians.
Yeah, but the community is stoked, and so we're gonna do a ribbon cutting ceremony with the city of Kodiak on.
Who's gonna cut the ribbon?
What is that? Thursday. Is that May 26th at 11 a.m. So
who's the ribbon cutter?
Hopefully Gideon. He's down there kicking ass.
Okay.
He's the boots on the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Does Casey live there?
Yeah, Casey does too. Yeah.
How do you get a 40-foot trailer to Kodiak?
Yeah.
Why do you need it there?
Yeah. So, Casey has a really special water-based background with the military.
Yeah.
And I think they traveled a lot in the States, moving around. And so he just bought that and lived in it. And when he moved up here, I think they sent it up here.
That's
that was his house, you know? So they're like,
does he live in it there?
No.
Okay.
His family stays in it and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just doing us a favor and putting it there.
Is there motorhomes and shit there? No, right?
I'm sure there's got to be. If you see this trailer, I mean, you see it. It's as big as a motorhome.
There's only so many places to take them.
Well, I'm just wondering if there's campgrounds, motorhome campgrounds. There are lots of places.
There's definitely campgrounds. I think it's probably
a couple.
More off the grid kind of things that you'd bring
Goes
your
down by the
motorhome
beach
to. Yeah.
I know some of those trailheads and stuff like that. There's open parking lots where I'm sure guys doing day rides or hikes can go pull up the trailer for the weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, you're only going 35, 40 minutes out of town on a Friday to go, spend a weekend
right
out of there. But yeah, I mean, you're pretty limited in terms of road access.
Yeah. I ran into a couple today at the stand. They came and ate, and they're just where were they from?
Oh, you worked the stand today?
Yeah, I've been working.
Oh, you're done with school.
Yeah.
Last week.
School's over?
Well,
for me.
because your program, you're out 2 weeks
I've
early,
been
right?
at the stand since Monday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude, it's this week.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Actually, I had an event Saturday for the Salmon Run.
Sweet.
For Inlet View and all the running club kids.
Nice.
That was real. Dude, I got thrown off guard.
Oh,
I thought it was going to be
just ease into this
oh,
thing.
man. I was I'll just bring the cart out there and sell a couple dogs and some runners after the thing and, think that just work out the kinks. And But I got to loading up all the clothes. I'm just going to bring a bunch of stuff just in case because you never know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I've
You
been
don't
there.
wanna
You don't want to not have it.
Yeah.
And good thing I brought it, dude. It was a line, dude. 30 people for 3 hours straight.
They're there's hot dogs here?
Oh, man. Everyone wanted to eat after the run. It was a beautiful day. Beautiful day. I was the only food.
Yeah.
The only water for sale.
Yep.
And it was just everyone, it was insane, dude. And then the DJ was go to Anchor Down Dogs, the guy on the mic, dude. And I was just whoa, tell him hold on,
Slow them down.
And it was just me. I didn't bring anyone. I didn't bring an employee, and
just busting your ass.
and
The good old days.
and it was supposed to be Yoel because Yoel and Jill's kid goes to Inlet View, and they. For people who don't know, they own the ice cream thing down at Westchester Lagoon. And he has his little hot dog stand out there.
Spot, yeah.
And she's on the PTA or whatever, setting it up.
What's the name of their spot, real quick?
Good question. Westchester.
Dang, sorry, y'all. I don't know.
I don't know if
figured
it
your
has
boy
a
Daniel
name.
would know.
No, I don't know if it has a name actually.
Just the Westchester hot dog ice cream spot.
Yeah, the little house there.
Okay, all right.
The little shack.
Keep going though. I just was curious because I never actually.
Well, it was
knew the
supposed to
name
be
of it.
his hot dog stand there, right? But
Okay.
he hadn't got the permit yet, and so Jill hit me up. She's like, "Are you down to do that?" She said, "It should be easy." I was like, "Yeah, I'll come through." Thinking I'm just gonna work out the kinks, dude.
Yeah.
And the whole time, dude, Yoel's like back there laughing at me because he had to run like his little ice cream.
Oh,
he bought
yeah.
his ice cream machine or whatever, the thing. So he's just like passing out ice creams. And he's just like laughing. I look back there and he's just like pointing at the line. They're just like, yeah, it was good. And he actually came and helped me because at one point it was just like, he's like loading stuff up and like refilling things.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
He knows what to do.
Yeah. Like I didn't have to tell him anything. It was good. It
What was the event?
was a salmon run.
Salmon Run.
Yeah, so a lot of the kids are in like running clubs. Like my kids have done it. Like Aquarian, all the schools are there. A lot of the schools are there. And their running club will come and run that because it'll be like it's a 3K, a 5K, and a 10K.
Okay.
And so let all the kids run with their families, and then like the people that want to go more extreme
Yeah.
go and do it. And Skinny Raven puts it on, and it's a real good event.
There was a lot of that going on this weekend, wasn't there? I mean, on top of Mother's Day was this past weekend. For our listeners, that'll be like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When this airs, but I mean, there was like Kennedy and her mom went and did like a run for Mother's Day.
What was that one?
Oh man, it
Yeah,
was
I
right
saw that.
around Trailside and up around Service.
Okay.
I saw the
Kennedy
picture of
even
that.
told me what it was called.
That's cool.
It was a Mother's Day deal. My 8-year-old had a triathlon at Trailside.
Oh,
That's
that's
cool.
separate?
That's an annual deal.
Which one was that?
Just a school one, right?
It's just a school triathlon.
Okay.
Maybe the annual Trailside triathlon is held at Service High School.
The Westchester Shack.
And I was absolutely amazed. I think the sign-in was like 11, and so we were like, we should get there like 10:30. Make sure we're early because it's a swim, bike, run. And so I was like, well, bring the bike and figure out where we're gonna go. I show up and it's the parking lot's packed.
Right.
People are parking on the side of the road. I'm like, what the fuck? We get in there and it was like 500 kids participated in this thing. And I was like, oh, damn. I thought like 50 kids were going to show up and it was just going to be like all skeleton crew. Oh, hell no. It was like a huge
At least you didn't have to sell hot
thing.
dogs, all of them.
Oh, I was thinking about that. I was like, man, there's no vendor of any sort here. Food trucks would just like kill it. And maybe it's not okay. Maybe there's a reason why there's no permitting for it. So I don't know. Or maybe they just haven't gotten that far with the prepreration.
Probably more of that.
Logistics, because you could tell it was already like super chaos and everybody's just volunteering. Fully sponsored event, and like there's like tons of parent volunteers, kids that did the triathlon that have they have siblings there and they've now moved on to junior high, but they came back with their parents and Friday night set up all the cones and the ribbons. Man, shout out to the organizers for that triathlon for elementary school from kindergarten to 6th grade.
Yeah.
And was it ever the cutest thing with the little kindergartners and like them jumping in with their little life jackets and doing their little swim and then
Where do they swim?
jumping
at?
out at the service pool.
Okay.
They jump in. So Mila did like 2 runs flying. I was like, whoa, I didn't get to see her.
Run like running?
No,
Or
swimming.
She was the swimming part?
Yeah, so
Or they do every part?
Yeah, they do every part in
Okay,
like one
gotcha.
session. So it was like 2 laps for her, jump out, get dressed, jump on the bike, do 3 laps on the bike, ditch the bike, and then do a full mile run and then like finish it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Just these kids were gassed.
It's so rad.
Destroyed.
It's
But
so rad
it
that
was-
they're doing that now because I
It
remember
was so cool, man.
in college I did my first triathlon and they didn't have those like kid ones up here when we were young, and it was so fucking intimidating.
Yeah, and
Like
if you
going for
Go
my
as adult.
first triathlon, and I was like 20. I was in college at 19 or something, and it's so cool that they're getting the kids into it earlier. And it's like,
was
yes,
awesome.
you can do this, no worries, And then it just promotes a healthy lifestyle.
It does active and I mean if you're into swimming and running, I mean those are 2 huge things you can do. Swimming's great in Alaska. We have lots of pools. Cross country running is badass. Our backcountry trails are amazing.
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing to get into, and I think it was more than the kids bargained for, a lot of them, in terms of like physically what it did to them. But incredible organized event, great for the kids. If you want to get your kids like into something, it's perfect for that. And I was really proud of Mila too. She finished and did the whole thing. But you had to like tag team if you were a parent there by yourself, it would have been very stressful to try and get your kid like through it all. But luckily she took her in the pool. I went like over by the tracks. I got to see Mila like come out on her bike and like hit the trail and then like come back around and then catch her, ditch her bike and then like do the run and then walk back over to the finish. It was like you had to walk back and forth across the parking lot and like around the school. And it's a big area, as you know, right? Yeah, so it's like you saw, man, some of these poor parents, they're like running with the GoPro from the pool and trying to GoPro, and then they're like getting them dressed and then running with them as they're like taking off on their bike. And then I think they realized that they like do laps. A lot of parents didn't understand the logistics, and what the hell they had to do is like let their kid go, and they could have caught him like after they did a lap. But they're like trying to run after them. Well, and the kids think they're racing, so they're like hauling ass, and the parents are trying to keep up with her.
That's awesome.
Some of the team too much parents are they're just like trying to get the extra documentation. But it was cool because there was no times, there was no first place, third place. It was just a participation event, and some parents might be like, "That's fucking lame." You compete to win, but it wasn't like that, man. There was kids getting on their bikes and wiping out.
Did it still get timed or no?
No, it was not. It's just finish it, just do it.
Yeah,
and that was like a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
it sounds like the wilderness race thing from Luke.
Yeah,
it's just like just to get it done as an accomplishment.
Yes,
I loved that podcast with Luke.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But that was fun. That was this weekend was pretty eventful. I mean, especially on top of having the Mother's Day thing.
Yeah.
Would you guys? I did the Mother's Day market, a double shovel.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Kudos to Katie and throwing that thing, and that was what looked to me was just being a spectator and like floating in there with a mom and some kids. Yeah. Awesome event. She killed it as far as putting that thing on, and great food vendors, and spent a cool like $150, $200
nice
on some stuff for mom for Mother's Day. So
there you go.
And it was all from
good. Got off cheap.
20.
I did do pretty good. Yeah.
Maybe 20 craft.
You don't need that. You need that.
People around Anchorage.
Oh man, art, candles, stickers.
Yeah.
Jewelry.
It's a great community event with local craftsmanship.
And the Crimson Mint on tap.
Ooh.
Oh, snap, dude. 2 went down, almost 2. Smooth.
Man, we should go this Friday.
Me
and Alexia have been going to have beers on Friday when she gets off.
Yeah,
we've been going to the Goat, and then last week we went to Hearth.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool. I'd love to go to the Shovel, man. I hadn't been in a long time. I was like, fucking.
Let's go Friday.
It took me so long to come down, but we drink the cider all the time here at the studio, and
what's different over there?
Oh, I mean, just the vibe there is always good, and being able to sit outside, it was gorgeous and hot. Sun was beaming. The building was like blocking the wind just right, so it was like hot right there in the little outdoor area. Got Rena a new hoodie.
Nice.
Yeah, got some swag. Got that black camo with the orange.
Oh yeah.
Logo.
Yeah.
Fits her really nice.
Yeah, she was talking to me about she was really anticipating some cider mosa.
On tap? You guys have cider mosa on tap?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got her a
That
4-pack.
sounds dangerous.
I got her a 4-pack, and I got myself a 6-pack of Crimson Mint because we had the our Mother's Day ride on the books for Sunday.
Where'd you guys go?
Riding. Well, we attempted to go to Eklutna Lakeside. I know we were going to cover some of that, talking about going camping there, but it was too packed. I couldn't even get my truck and trailer in there.
Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, this parking lot's pretty small. I mean, it's actually not that small. It's a pretty good size for probably just any
Just not wide.
normal weekend. Yeah, it's not wide.
They got a lot of room to blow it out. They should make it bigger.
And in all reality, I'm just going to call it out. A lot of people park like fucking idiots.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like, I'm just going to call it. Like, dude, you got to understand there's another guy in there that wants to come in with a trailer. Like, think about him trying to get in and out, not double parking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you pull in there like you own the parking lot. It's like not Jim Creek parking lot, dude.
Yeah.
It's a small area.
Yeah.
So, you got to leave town.
A lot of people have never had trailers, and it's just like a bummer that they haven't learned that.
It's a great point. And to their credit, the fucking idiots, to their credit, a lot of those guys like just bought their first ATV or their first side-by-side and their first trailer, or they hadn't done it in a long time. And that's like a good trial run. So they're like, the first time they loaded their rig and towed it and they got it up there, and then they like,
it's a great starter.
Even they're not confident with like backing it up yet. And so they like park a certain way so it's easy to get out. Like, I mean, there's that. So
the trail's a good starter part, but not the parking lot for parking trailers.
No,
it's too tight.
It's tight. It's tight. But so yeah, we left at like noon, and I'm like, honey, this is way too late. We're not going to get a spot. And she's like, it'll be fine. It'll work out. I'm like, all right. Yep. Like your enthusiasm. So you get up there, and I'm like, yep, there's only like 3 trucks all just like fucking gridlocked in there. Can't even get out. I'm like, ooh, not even going to go. So I like flip around by the fucking grace of God. I don't know how I like turned around this tight little spot on the main road, ran back out, and we ended up going up to Sutton and going and it was awesome, man. There was nobody up there. Had the trail to ourselves.
Really?
Yeah, went up into the hills, got a nice big view. The trail started getting kind of blocked out because there's still some snow up in there. You know, once you just get a couple hundred feet, it's like still in the woods, in the shade and stuff. It's pretty snowy. So we rode in there, got the wheeler muddy. Kids had a good time. We had a picnic and a fire. Made some New York strip steak salads and made the kids some grilled cheese and got some fresh air, and
cool.
It was just fun, you know. And plus we didn't have there's no one around.
Yeah.
We had a place to ourselves.
That's
that's odd.
Yeah. Well, it was it was in Sutton. Yeah. It was a little spot that I've been like trying to find. And I was like, honey, this is going to be the day. And I found like the spot that I've been looking for like years.
To ride?
So it's always been there right in front of me. I just driving by, I had to find it.
Yeah.
And I was able to unload right there and go ride, and found a trail I'd never been on. And
nice.
There's still further
research. It splits up there, man. It like splits up, and you go all
it goes all over the place, and it gets pretty nautical. I mean, it gets like pretty technical in like some of those areas.
Yeah.
And I was by myself with the family.
Yeah.
You know, I got a winch, you know, but I mean, that doesn't always get you out of everything. So I was real selective on, like, hiked down the trail, stopped in a spot, and I was like, yeah, we can get over that tree. And I was like, maybe I can saw this one down. And Rena's like, nah, we're not going that far. I was like, all right. You're right. I don't need to be like, yo, Daniel, Jack, I need you guys to come on out to mile.
Yeah, my wheeler's still in the shop. I wouldn't have been in no help.
But,
Zero help
on that. That was awesome. Yeah. But you guys had a good weekend?
After Saturday, I didn't. After Saturday's mayhem, dude, I was just like, oh man. So I had to like go rebuy a bunch of stuff because I was like sold way more than I thought. And then Alexia's sister came to town, like surprised her mom and them. And
mother-in-law's back.
Mother-in-law's back. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So that we went out, had beers, and went to the hearth, and went to they came to our house and hung out. She got her. Yo, man, this is like the second or third time I've heard this about the dog park in Spenard. Like, don't leave your purse or any valuables in the window. They broke Nick's window and stole Janessa's purse.
Really?
And her jacket and all the stuff right there. Right at the dog park.
Broken window, huh?
Broke the window and took all the stuff out of the car. And immediately spent like, I don't know how much money at Walmart.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Target area.
Where is this dog park?
The one right when you cross International on the left-hand side, right by the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Connor's Bog?
I don't know the name.
Yeah.
It's like right across.
So International and Jewel Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's where I was.
It's kind of like on a frontage.
This.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So what? And there's multiple people that have told me that they got their car broken into there.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen Nick there before.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. So he got his car window broken and they stole all our stuff, and so that sucked.
That's such a bummer.
Yeah, man. That's terrible, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I know there's still that shit going on in town in certain areas, but that just doesn't seem like a spot where it would be.
And it was like 4:00, like right middle of the day.
Yeah. Wow. Good to know.
And there's tons of people all the time right there.
Yeah.
In and out with their dogs and stuff.
I mean, I feel like to break somebody's window, you'd have to like make a scene.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you're good at it.
Yeah, so like today there was probably 70 cars at 4:00. We met at 5:10. So, but that's pretty intense. You know, usually you see like the handle grips. What do they call them? Like the people that are just like tapping,
checking the
door checks.
Door checks. Thank you. But like, I'm not seeing a lot of broken windows. That's pretty fucked up.
That's pretty brazen, right? Because you don't even know if there's anything valuable there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a purse, but it could be nothing.
Yeah.
So, anyway, they got a bunch of our money.
Yeah, that's a real bummer.
Yep. Stealing sucks.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
Yep. Let's take a quick second here and give a shout out to the sponsors.
Barney Sports Chalet, supplying hunters with the best hand-selected gear since 1963. Barney specializes in supplying hunters with the absolute best Alaskan-proven gear on the market for some of nature's most rugged and demanding terrain. Whether you're headed to the remote volcanic islands of the Alaska Peninsula in search of a brown bear, or the shale-infested glacial valleys of the Brooks Range for Dall sheep, it is critical you choose the right gear for your dream hunt. Don't miss Barney's exclusive brand, Frontier Gear of Alaska, tested from the high mountains of Tajikistan to the extreme conditions of Alaska. These products were designed for high performance and durability. Frontier Gear was derived from decades of experience hunting big game in Alaska. Paired with other top brands, it provides you the absolute best gear selection anywhere in the world. Stop in at Barney Sports Chalet in Anchorage on Northern Lights or check out their custom website and reference tool at barneysports.com.
Arbor Digital, based in Anchorage, Alaska, is your go-to wealth management company. Arbor Digital is at the forefront of digital assets and cryptocurrencies. If you've been looking to invest your hard-earned money or just want to learn more about crypto, blockchain technology, or digital investments, give their website, acminc.com, a visit. What's great about Arbor is they provide a low-cost, transparent, research-based investment strategy for digital assets and traditional investments as well. acminc.com is your first step in putting your money to work. Let one of Arbor's investment professionals walk you through your options for financial growth and security. Start investing for the future today at acminc.com. Arbor Digital, your Alaskan digital asset company.
Total Truck and Alaska Overlander, Alaska's premier supplier for custom automotive accessories and overlanding products, providing all-inclusive rental vehicles and trailers custom outfitted to explore the Alaskan backcountry with a unique and convenient traveling experience. At Total Truck, you can find brands such as ARE, RSI Smart Caps, Goose Gear, iCamper, Front Runner, Rigid Lights, Rhino Linings bed liners, and everything you need to outfit your truck or SUV. Alaska Overlander provides 4x4 vehicles and expedition trailers, custom modified for Alaskan adventures and outfitted with rooftop tents, fridges, and all the camping and cooking gear you need to start exploring. Visit them at alaskaoverlander.com. Yeah, it's been a challenge.
Challenge risen.
Challenge. Fully challenged. So what's the plan? Part 2. We're going to July. Summer in Alaska. Covered this before. It's a run and gun. It's
Run and gun.
really hard. I really admire Jack for being more spontaneous and having was it called, how do you pronounce it? Spontany? Is that
Spontaneity?
Spontaneity.
No.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Spontaneity in your life, because I struggle.
Spontaneity.
No, it's spontaneity.
Is it?
Spontaneity.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
I'm telling you.
I wish I could do that.
It's the cousin of Spotify.
Some cuz.
Yeah. Well, dude, I grew up with the summer's planned, and I lived that forever, and then
Yeah.
I think last summer was my first real summer of being I'm just gonna play it by ear. I'll tell you what, I got out almost every night of the week, did some peaks, or we went out and did some cool stuff on the weekend. And if the weather wasn't looking good to the south, or you knew everyone was going south, then we went north, or we went to the Sound or whatever. And man, I really enjoyed my summer last summer, so I'm gonna do it again.
Just see what pops up.
Yeah, I got a few trips planned.
This is a word.
Yeah,
spontaneity. Yeah, spontaneity.
It's a word.
Just fact checking that.
Thanks for checking the facts.
Yes, fully fact.
I have a lot of openness in July too.
Me too.
Actually, it's our anniversary, and we were gonna go do
the annual Homer.
Well, we might be doing the annual homer now because we were going to go to Seattle, but the prices are fucking insane. Dude.
Really?
I was like, I'm not going to pay $1,400 to go to Seattle.
That's that $5 gasoline.
$1,400 round trip.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy. I was like, no way.
Come on, man. Really?
Yeah. So that's out,
Yeah.
which is whatever. Like, I don't mind going to Homer
Go back in
or
October
anywhere
for
else.
$400.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna do something on that weekend.
What weekend's that?
July 7th is the anniversary, so that
So
weekend
right after
is
4th of July weekend, or is that
Yeah.
the weekend after?
It's the weekend after.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, the 4th of July weekend the 4th of July is on the Monday, so
it's on a
I'm
Monday.
assuming we're gonna go the 1st, 2nd, 3rd to Gary's.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the 1st is July that, and then that weekend, well, we're supposed to fly the boys down. They're gonna go visit Grandpa, for a couple weeks, and
Oh,
so
nice.
that was when we were gonna fly them down and then drop them off at Grandpa's, go to Seattle, spend the weekend, come back, and then they were gonna fly them back in like 2 weeks or whatever. So we'll see, man. I'll think of something. We're definitely gonna do something that weekend without the kids.
Yeah, I guess that would be like kind of like first on the docket for the month would be 4th of July. Like that's kind of like the first big weekend of the month.
You should come with to Gary's with the kids.
Yeah, we invited you last year too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So this will be the 3rd year in a row that I've had the boat, and Dad's had the boat forever.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 years ago, we started this family 4th of July thing. So we go out towards Sunny Bay. I don't know.
Something like that.
A couple years ago, we did Main Bay, and then what else did we do? But anyway, we go out in the Sound, and we bring way too many people for the 2 boats, and then put some people on shore. But
Yeah.
they're all like family, you know. Now our cousin lives here, our aunt moved up, our aunt and uncle moved up, and then you got Jerry and me and
That's got to be a
in our
blast.
families. So there's a shit ton of us out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's cool because like some people want to go hiking, and so you get half the people go hiking, and then the other half go snag reds in Main Bay or go out for halibut or catch, get some shrimp or explore glaciers, whatever it is. It's just split it up and just everyone kind of moves around. And, you anchor the boats and tie them up together, and the twins are jumping between Dad's boat and my boat, and everyone's just having a good time. So I think we're going to do that. But if I don't do that, then I'd love to go out.
It'd be cool. Especially if you guys don't mind tent camping.
We'd love to.
Which I'm sure you don't mind that at all. But it would be fine. I mean, in terms
Why?
of...
They could bring the RPod.
Oh, yeah, RPod. Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you could bring the RPod.
Yeah,
easy,
absolutely.
dude.
That'd be
There's so much room.
That's the way to do it.
It's the
Yeah,
best
if,
camping spot in Alaska, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be I think it'd be a great time for the kids, and if Darcy was available to come join.
Yeah.
Your dad too, man.
It's-
All my
yeah,
parents, all
really.
the parents.
I mean, it is a really incredible like family venue, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids, there's like a little playground, and there's a lake and swimming and
the 4-wheelers
riding and
around.
just-
I mean, the Buitragos are hooked. Your parents are hooked.
Yeah,
they
it's
can't
just-
wait.
it's
That's
just
like
a
on their
great-
calendar.
Yeah.
the best part about it is the idea that you can just like, it's private property, and your dog can run around, your kids can run around. We're all a big, tight knit group, so we're all kind of keeping each, to the best of our ability in terms of like our kids are running around, your kids are running. We're all watching the kids.
Yeah, community.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing is, you can
community
see the whole
parenting.
property from everywhere you are on the
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
So you can be like, oh, they're over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're over there playing in the
So it
dark.
feels good, like, as long as they're like not down by the lake without supervision, or with life jackets at least, because that's a hazard, of course. There's the track and riding. The kids have to wear helmets when they're riding, and they have to be keeping their distance and all that. But yeah, you can see everything going on. The kids can run 200 yards away over there by the field and be dinking around, and you're just kind of like, you just see them.
Yeah.
It's like,
You good?
yeah, it's good. It's a good feeling. It's just it feels safe.
Yeah.
Well, you're
That's huge,
You're
man.
like under like saying what it is. It's.
Well, yeah,
I heard all this until I went, and I was like, whoa, this is the next level, dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is like a major spot. Like there's the track for 4-wheeling is like, it's got hills, it's got a tunnel,
dirt
dude.
bike
It's
track.
got like,
You got a tunnel?
oh man, it's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
It's
it's
awesome.
got a like culvert.
There's like a shooting range way off, so you can like go shoot the 22s with the kids or whatever.
yeah.
The lake is small and warm, and you're supping all over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, there's golf. You can,
There's a golf course?
you can just
It's like a green-
tee off and just like
Yeah.
hit balls, and then you can shoot skeet. If we kind of like plan that out, where everybody's like, all right, everybody, we're gonna like stay behind this area. We're gonna shoot skeet and just like,
and there's minimal mosquitoes.
yeah, bugs aren't that bad.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
them
because the brush is all on the edges. Yeah.
And the food is amazing. I mean, everyone's mom's cooking,
my
dude.
mom's
It's-
always slanging, and everybody's cooking something. You walk by and they're like, "Here you go." And it's like, all right,
well, they have the big like main.
the big breakfast, big dinner, the big 4th of July.
Who the firework thing is like straight up like professional.
That was
Who does
we
that?
really did that good. Well, it's just basically
Everyone throws down.
we just get a collection plate and like,
Yeah.
hey man, we would like to go get some fireworks, and like
Well, who buys them? Gary?
so the last 3 years it was me, my brother, Eric, basically the three of us.
Well, you guys know
And,
what you're doing.
Tony
dude.
goes with us.
Yeah, you guys know what
Yeah.
you're doing, dude. There's like legit, dude.
Oh, we
like,
spend like a good hour there and like get a dude, and we're like, all right, man, we got $1,000. Like this is where we're gonna be doing it. What's up? And he's like, oh, dude, you gotta have this, and just kind of like
Yeah.
lean on them, and they're like, all right, man, you got $400 left, and I'm like, all right, what's up? And he's like, then you like just load the whole back of the SUV just to the roof. And, but you got to do it organized. You know what I mean? You got to like, first off, you got to get a safe spot, get everybody backed up.
Yeah.
And the only downside to that is that it don't get dark enough, man.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It just doesn't get dark
Yeah.
enough.
It's
You know,
still- yeah.
you got to let it rip at like, midnight. You got to let the kids just stay up that night.
Yeah.
It's just way later than they should.
Yeah. I've always been a big fan of New Year's Eve fireworks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, once it's pitch black and
Yeah.
yeah, we had a pretty good show this last year too. The only another downside to that is the cleanup, man.
Yeah.
of the fireworks.
Yeah,
It's intense.
it's fucking a mess.
The whole where they're all
Just
shooting off.
where you're doing it, yeah.
Oh, I
And
guess
they
I
have
didn't
such
really think
lush,
about
beautiful grass, so it's like you want to make sure it's all cleaned and picked up. And
Yeah.
we usually fill 2 lawn bags full of debris and trash and all
Yeah.
that. You know what? Another good weekend for the fireworks show is Labor Day weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You get those dark nights. So.
Yeah, get those really dark nights. It's not cold. Well, it's
Yeah.
coldish, but it's not the kind of end of the year camping.
Yeah.
But it gets dark at 9.
9,
Yeah, and it's amazing. It can be wet and rainy, but we persevere and just let it rip. But yeah, last year we did have a good show.
Yeah, it was
for
good.
4th of July. Yeah, we set it off.
Good work on that.
It was good.
Yeah, I've been shot with fireworks on 4th of July up here in a long time.
And they're just really expensive, man.
They are.
I mean, that's why we were like, this is just easier. Like, you get one group that, I went and bought some fireworks. I spent $200. Like, that doesn't buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a lot of money. So it's like, so everybody just like threw down $50, $100.
Yeah.
I'm always good for
You
100.
get the volume discount that way. They're
Yep.
like, oh, well, you're spending $1,000, you get $400 extra dollars. Worth
Oh
of shit.
yeah, you get a whole nother
yeah.
2 bags of stuff, and then you get the.
Well, you guys
sparklers,
get like the
little
big ones. This is like the ones that
Yeah.
are like downtown,
Artillery
dude.
shells
Yeah,
and stuff,
the
yeah.
cannons and all the
The ones we tied our G.I. Joes to as kids.
the ones that'll like blow your hand off. If you're
Bottle
not
rockets.
No, I did artillery shells.
careful. Oh yeah,
Used to tie it to your bike.
No, like G.I. Joes.
Oh, to your GI Joes. Oh,
Yeah.
just blow them to smithereens.
Ninja Turtles. Transformers. Oh, yeah. All the bad guys got melted.
I wasn't allowed to play with
Plastic
fireworks
melted
when I was little.
faces.
Yeah, we never did that.
No,
Roman,
you weren't
never
into the
shot
action.
Roman candles at your friends.
No, we weren't.
Did you have the
allowed to
action
play.
figures?
Not really. My
Not
friend
really.
had them all.
Oh yeah, you just went to his house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't have that.
I had like 3.
We had Bibles.
They got melted pretty good.
Yeah, my cousin in Valdez, Phil, he had like everything. G.I. Joe. He had full Cobra, full G.I. Joe. So he had like both sides.
Snake eyes.
He had like all the planes and helicopters and machines
man.
and
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
base kits.
The big toys on the upper shelf.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, like-
dude.
We're
So-
all like drooling over.
That was
Yeah.
my homie Jason Combs. He had all that.
All of it. And I didn't have that. I had like bits and pieces, but he had like enough where I could go spend a couple weeks in Valdez after. It's funny, after 4th of July weekend in Lake Louise, we'd go up there for a week, and then my folks would go home, and then they'd ship me home with the Dickinsons over to Valdez, and it was always awesome because as a kid, a couple weeks in Valdez was fun because it's a small town and all the kids know each other. So you get together and play kickball and basketball and baseball and stay up late, and kids have forts and shit. And it was just really fun. But he had the G.I. Joes set up so that I never got to be the G.I. Joes. I always had to be Cobra because they were his toys.
Cobra Commander.
Yeah, and he was a couple years older, so I was just like his bitch as far as like the G.I. Joe battle went. I never got to win. But we would have I would set up my base like all the way across the house in another room, and I'd have a wall, dude. Like I'd have a full blown like legit base, and then he'd have his base in like the living room across the house, and then we would like
That's how you played that?
on Monday we would like meet this spot and like battle, and then like of course I lost, and then I had to like
How
fall
do you
back.
lose or win?
It was like we actually would like before we would start, we'd be like, okay, I'm gonna come in and these guys are gonna attack your guys, and then like I'm gonna beat your guys, and then he would like, okay, then you're gonna like be close to defeating me, and then at the end I'm gonna bring in my cavalry and we're gonna like destroy you, and I'm like, all right, cool. So it was like choreographed, dude, and I'm like,
What?
yeah, I didn't know how to do it, but he knew how to like put it together, and then we would just create it with our minds as kids. And so we'd like, one day we'd meet in the kitchen and battle, and the next day we'd meet in the living room and battle, and the next time we'd like meet in the garage, and it was like, crazy foreign spot in the garage, right? And lots of hiding space. We'd like set it all up, and it was like, it was a good 5 or 6 day thing.
Yeah.
We would do all that, and it was so cool because like he had it all to do it.
Yeah.
It was like I never knew any other kid that had enough G.I. Joes to like make a week-long battle. And my uncle would come home from work and he's stepping on them and shit, and he's all pissed, like, God damn, fucking G.I. Joes everywhere. But some of my distant memories of Valdez back in the day, my G.I. Joe battles.
You can tell.
Well, that's it.
I wish I had that as a kid. I didn't.
The Colombians' culture probably not too crazy excited or informed on the G.I. Joe world in the 80s.
You don't know Hightower?
90s.
Snake Eyes?
I mean, we
guys?
knew about it.
Sergeant Slaughter.
We knew about all of it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Slaughtering the fuck out of
We just
this
weren't. They just weren't buying it for us.
Those cobras.
Like, you don't need it.
Yeah.
No,
Poppy,
go to
Poppy,
Jason's.
yeah.
Go to Jason's.
That's right. He's got them.
He didn't want no one touches shit though. Oh, the GI Joes. And then okay, so 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Then pretty much next is the Kasugi.
Yeah. Yeah, that's locked in for what, like the weekend of the 15th or something like that?
Yep. The 15th is the Kasugi mission.
I guess Cisco and Nikki want to join.
Yeah, I told him, and I thought he said he had the kids that week.
Oh,
I think the following date, because remember we had 2 dates.
We kind of hosed him. Well, yeah. So he was down to go on the June trip.
Yeah.
Which we're still kind of planning to do, but I think we're just going to do another spot, so we're not doing the Kasugi twice.
And you should do the you guys should do the Crescent Carter.
Man, I'm afraid of snow.
From the other side. From
Yeah,
the Seward
gotcha.
side.
Gotcha. Yeah. I was just kind of concerned that like any like major alpine areas are still going to be pretty snowy. Like 10th of June, still going to have a lot of snow in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, some.
And probably some avalanche danger, I would think, even like.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe the snow load's already.
Yeah.
Everything's already sloughed by then.
You just pick like a little bit of south-facing voyages,
Yeah. I've got a couple in mind. Because I want to bring my daughter too and do something. But yeah, we kind of hosed him because I was like, oh, we're doing it in July now. He's like, what? I thought we're good for June. I was like, yeah, man, that's right. You were committed to the June one. And I'm like, well, it's red opener. Are you sure you want to go hiking on the red opener? And he's like,
No, he didn't.
That's true. And he's
No, he
like,
didn't.
I don't want to do that. I was like, all right. Well,
Yeah, he's just gonna come on the
yeah,
Kenai.
go fishing. Yeah, you should go fishing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Kasugi, and then we were talking also the family Eureka ride.
Yep.
Which hopefully you'll have the new 6x6 By then, maybe.
Man,
yeah.
I don't know.
Are you hearing some bad news?
Well, they called me. Well, before it was supposed to be April, May, and then homie called me, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and he's like, "It's not gonna get shipped till May 31st." So I was like, okay. So that means shipped. So when is it going to be realistically ready? You know, because I'm sure it got to get here and you got to put it together, and you probably.
It's not together.
It's like they said they come like 75% ready.
Yeah, you got to put handlebars and like stuff like that on, and all, like finished pieces. And
so
stuff.
he said like realistically,
it's
I was like,
uncrating process.
You know, what's the realistic date? You know, and he said July. So
no,
we'll see.
no date, just the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to.
Well, then maybe it'll be in our best benefit to just stick with the Kasugi weekend, in hopes that the machine shows up.
Yeah.
You know, and at least even gives you enough time. You know,
are you guys switching the Kasugi date?
No, well, we had because we were trying to play it by weather, so we put that weekend and the weekend after both on the calendar, like Eureka trip and Kasugi. So playing on the weather for Kasugi, like if it's going to be better the second weekend, we'll go to Kasugi. For the ATV trip, it's whatever. We could still go ride, and if it's not fucking beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the Kasugi, you just want it to be, if you can, you'd love for it to be there to be some clarity so you can see the mountain.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't go otherwise.
I mean, I'm.
That's what I've been saying. I'm not gonna go in the rain.
I'm good to go. I don't want to go for like a piss rain fest and just be wet.
Yeah.
I'm okay to go and not see the mountain. I don't have to see the mountain. I if it's like overcast and still decent, I'll go. I mean, I want to go to hike. I want to go. It's a tune up. It's a good hike. I mean, I don't know. I mean, just living out of a backpack for a couple of days is a good time. Yeah. Some people may not think so. I do.
Well, I just think that like if you're going hiking,
the allure though is for that.
In general, like if you're going hiking, like it's like you got 3 directions to go. So it's like, where's the blue skies? Where's there no wind? I'm going that direction, and just like leaving it flexible because there's just as epic hiking trails in any.
I agree with that. I think that we should stick to that date, but not be 100% set on Kasugi.
Yeah,
if it's like Kasugi's cloudy, but we can go south in Ressurection or whatever.
Or hit Grace Ridge across from Homer. I mean,
yeah, there's tons.
So many.
You know, I've always wanted to do the is it Ressurection from Hope. And run the
mountain bike it?
Yeah, well, no, just hike the ridge, because you can come out at different points, right?
It's not a ridge though; it's the valley.
Valley, yeah. Have you ever done it?
Mountain bikes.
Mountain bikes.
Yeah,
yeah. Because I've always wanted to do Is it Devil's Canyon?
Devil's Pass.
Devil's Pass.
So that's like the intermediary kind of route up into it.
Okay.
I've been wanting that one too.
Yeah, like I've always wanted to just like. So I kind of thought about doing that on the 10th, but I was also kind of like, that might still be a little early. That's a really good
mountain bike ride. You should ride it on a mountain bike.
Well, I'm taking Rena, and we're not going to mountain bike with packs. I mean, we're just going to go up and spend the night.
Yeah. Well, there's cabins up there.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to backpack. I mean, those cabins are always pre-rented out. You got to get those reserved in like.
There's 13 of them on the.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I bet there's a lot more.
Depending on where you want to go. I've just never hiked from Hope and then ran the valley. I've never hiked up Devil's Pass.
I would just say, like, if you're going hiking, like, I prefer to be on ridges like you were getting at earlier.
You have visibility and visuals.
Yeah, it's just like you're up in the Alpine. The valleys is like good mountain bike territory. Like,
right. There's not a lot to see.
It's cool. You rip through it, you know? Mm-hmm. But it's not that like glorious, like picturesque, like ridge line thing.
Yeah, and that's like what Kasugi is when the conditions are right. It's all
like
that.
Go ahead. Like another one is like you can, instead of going up Ressurection Pass, drive up a Palmer Creek Mine Road and just hike. Because now you're above tree line. Yeah. And you can camp everywhere you want. Too. You're in sheep country, you know, goat country, caribou country, and go wherever you want. And then you guys can hike as far as you want.
That's
off
a good point.
Trail. Yeah, you don't need a trail in Alpine, you know?
Yeah.
Should we do the secret survey of the sheep spot we would want to go look at?
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know what I'm saying? Ride in and then go.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick. Yeah.
Ladies
the full survey. Yeah, no, definitely not. No.
Well, it's cool that the girls like to go and camp and do the hiking and do the whole backpacking thing, because Alexi never really did that growing up. I never did it growing up, you know. So it's cool. It's something fun for us to do together as a couple, and especially if there's other couples going. You know what I'm saying? The biking thing sounds awesome too.
Oh, I'd love to.
It's just a mix up.
Yeah.
Just mix it up.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think the biking thing, then you want to get the cabin, because you're not going to have a big old backpack with all your shit in it.
Yeah,
I'm a day ripper anyway, so it's like you go Ressurection, just rip it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not that long.
Yeah, take a bottle of water and
you're at higher elevation. You know, you got one pass.
Yeah,
if you're coming from like the Cooper's Landing side or Devil's Pass, you got.
Can
the
you
one
do that
right
in a
up.
day?
Oh,
on the bike?
Absolutely.
From Cooper's to Hope?
Absolutely.
No shit. That's a long run though.
It doesn't take that long.
It's got to be 20 plus miles though, isn't it?
It's 26, I think.
Yeah.
But on a bike.
I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, no, you could. I mean, it'd be a full day, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but
like 7 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 to 9 depends. Well, you can, it's way shorter than that if you're a fast bike rider. So it just depends.
So hiking wise, it'd be pretty easy.
There's a dude that rides from. I'm not going to name his name, but he knows who he is. He rides from Girdwood to Hope, and then up, back down,
like on the highway,
back home. Yeah.
Well, there's savages everywhere.
To Hope, up across the valley, come out of Cooper's, and then ride back.
Mm-hmm. There's bad motherfuckers.
No wife, no kids.
Wow. That's got to be
divorced.
yeah, that too.
Let's all be honest here.
He's got to be spending a night or two then.
No, I think he just rides early and rides late.
Just
I guess you get up there at 5 and just hit it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just Girdwood to Hope would be a pretty long day.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, just Girdwood to the cutoff would take you hours.
Yeah.
Riding up the pass and, you know, around Johnson's and all that, and then dumping into Hope. I mean, the junction is what, 15 miles?
Yeah, probably. 13.
All right, 13
probably.
to Hope, and then you got to ride up the mountain from Hope. Hope's at sea level.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long ride, dude.
How many miles do you think that
You
is?
can't do that in a day,
26,
no
26, that's 52. So just the trail's 52. And then you got to go, 13, probably 26 more.
He's spending a night, dude.
And then you got like, man, that's got to be like 30 miles from Girdwood to Hope, or the turnoff. So there's 60. That's a lot of miles.
Man.
Maybe.
Well, and then just
I can't do that.
the risky nature of like mountain biking on the Seward Highway.
Yeah.
I mean, on the shoulders and all that.
Drives from Girdwood over to Hope.
That, I feel like.
You don't see that many people biking on that road anymore.
Yeah.
No,
way
you're
less
right,
than
you
used
don't.
to.
There used to be a lot.
There's
used to be
still
a
a
lot.
shit ton from Girdwood to Anchorage, though. The most dangerous part.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're right, though. You don't maybe
already
see
seen
them at
them
the
this year.
rate that you
You
used
to see a bunch. Yeah.
Is that because there's more people on the roads and it's like even more dangerous?
Because
the highways are bigger and wider than they ever were before.
My opinion would offend people, so I'm not going to say anything.
Well, I mean, they should have put a bike path. They do on most of it, right?
Some
They
stretches.
need to widen the road.
Oh yeah.
Put that
Blast that
a
fucking mountains
tram
back, dude.
cable like in the middle, so people don't go across the lane and kill each other.
I really like what they're doing right there by the rock project.
Where the quarry is going in the ocean.
Well, just where they've got the blockade and the fence.
Mm-hmm.
It would be so amazing if they just run that motherfucker all the way from Potter's Marsh through Girdwood.
Well, they won't do that, so that's
I know.
temporary.
I know they
section.
want that. That's just for that
They're
project.
like,
I just wish they would do
Snow
that.
plowing's. I agree. They're like, snow plowing is not in the specs of the engineering rules for civil engineering on a highway. And you're
Yeah,
like, well,
I mean,
it saves lives.
I mean, I get that
That's not
part,
good
but I'm
enough.
like, this could like drastically change fatalities on the Seward Highway by
agree,
like
100%.
100%, 200%. I don't even know the fucking number, but you probably have like, you know, I can't even throw a number out. I can just say that
There's like 25 to
crazy.
31 fatalities average a year on that highway since like 2003, I think. and you would probably go to like 1 fatality, you know.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Which would be huge.
They're all like collisions.
They're all
so the
cross
reason
traffic.
they won't do that is because of plowing.
I mean, I get that too.
It's not good enough though. Like plowing problems does not equal like in any way deaths.
I just wondered if they could make the blockade in a way. It's easy for me to say this, but make the blockade in a way where like you can plow on that thing and like the blade could be like touching it, but scraping the snow enough to the shoulder or something that like figure it out.
So,
right?
There's 2 other highways that are just as dangerous as the Seward Highway. One's in North Carolina. I forget where the other one is. Both of those highways had similar issues where you couldn't widen the road. In those places, the Department of Transportation decided to not follow like the traditional civil engineering road traffic rules. And they put these these tram cables in the middle of the road.
Oh, that's what they're doing now.
And they bounce the cars off. There was a master's degree thesis done at UAA that talked about that and related to the Seward Highway. And this thesis was done in 2008. I've read this thesis, and it was given to the Department of Transportation at least 10 times. And every time they come back and they're like, oh, well, the real solution is we're going to widen the road, but you can't really widen the road. So they've done nothing about it. And then we still average 26 deaths a year. So, I mean, really, like there is a solution that you don't have the same
why can't you widen the road?
Well, the widen the road issue is like you got to blow the cliffs off and then throw it in
that's
the
kind of
ocean,
crazy.
and it costs a lot more money. But they did the lower stretch, so they can do that. But in the interim, they can put these cables up.
Have you been? Is that what they're doing? I just saw on when you get past Eklutna into the flats there, they're putting. That's what it looked like.
Tram cables,
like some kind of cabling across, but I was like, why is it there? There's like a bunch of space there for cars. Maybe because they don't want people to turn around.
Is that for moose?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it. Is it between the lanes?
It's new. It's between the lanes.
Oh, it's probably for that.
It's between the lanes, but there's a median in the lane. There's like a big grass thing. It's like literally right when you get to like when you cross over Kodiak Bridge, getting into Wasilla, that's where they're putting like a whole thing. Maybe there's a problem with people turning around there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it looked like some heavy-duty cables on posts however far away.
So those things, like based on this study that we read, they prevent head-on collisions. And they do a really good job in preventing fatalities because even the ones that hit the lane, when they come back in, they don't, like, cause fatalities. They may cause a wreck. But it's not a head-on collision. You don't have that, momentum from two different
You still have a bind up on that side of the highway, but maybe not something so extreme and severe as the head-on.
Well, is that more important than like skipping over Cooper Landing, that project that they're in the middle of now?
Absolutely, it's more important.
It is, right?
I would agree.
Yeah.
I was just looking, man. We don't even make the top 25 though in the most dangerous highways in the U.S. for the Seward.
I think you kind of have to look at like
they have it
how many
deaths by mile is what they have it set up.
Yeah, you kind of have to, I think, look at like deaths per like volume or whatever.
Yeah, I mean the way they're gauging it is off like per mile, like 1 point something.
But
per
if you
mile
have a million people moving through something a month,
Baton
versus
Rouge,
100,000,
Florida, Texas, where all these roads are, there's like mass population centers.
Right.
So it's like
I think there's a different gauge, and it's like deaths by number of drivers or whatever.
Yeah, per capita or whatever.
That section near Kenai Lake, on the way to Seward.
That probably it needs the most immediate attention. Does it not?
I think the curves between Indian and Anchorage need the most attention, and then that.
Okay, good one.
That would be my opinion. And that's like based on looking at the statistics. Like when that report came out, there was like a highway map that came out and it showed the hot spots, and you could look at exactly how many people have died at each corner.
Couldn't they do like a really close to the land bridge?
So they what they could
do. Byway kind of deal.
One thing that would help would be like reduce the traffic, and the proposed 1980s project that goes across to the Kenai Flats, the Moose Wildlife Refuge, and then it's like the bridge across the inlet. That would reduce a lot of, because a lot of the fatalities are like coming back from Kenai too.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, if you took half the people off the road, you're going to reduce fatalities just because of statistics.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do a bridge in the water, I think, plus selfishly, then we could
go
get to
all the way
Homer
across
in 2 hours.
Oh, that'd be real nice. I'd rather that than the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Than the
other one's
Wasilla.
That one's ridiculous.
Yeah, that lost steam. That was a lot of talk about that back in like the 90s.
Somebody owned a lot of land in Point McKenzie or something.
Yeah. But the one to Hope, that's like...
Well, it wasn't going to go to Hope. It was going to go to, Gull Rock, which is right there at like the Kenai Wildlife Refuge, like right on the right side where the mountains come down.
Yeah, that would have been...
And then you're like 15 minutes from Nikiski there. So it would be like in Kenai within 30 minutes.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that one stretch from Sunrise, the Kenai Lake there, through to Cooper. I mean, that is like the tightest.
Yeah, it's nasty.
That is reminiscent of like what the Seward Highway was like in Bird back in the 80s and 90s when we were kids. And if you guys remember jumping in Mom and Dad's station wagon and like, cruising up the old highway up on the cliffs and shit. Like, it was really sketchy.
Yeah. That one in, like, by Caribou Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, the
That
old
one
bridge.
over there?
Used to be real bad.
That one's crazy,
What about
too.
the old bridge that you drive by on the Seward now by Hope?
Yeah.
Like, I remember going across that. I mean, it was just normal, though.
Yeah.
But now you look at that and you're like, God damn, that's tight. That's like, damn, there's probably, like, mirrors, like, pink.
Yeah, man.
People smacking mirrors off of each other's vehicles right there.
That's right.
Oh, man. Yeah. Most people will never know what any of the roads were like back then.
Well, even, I mean, that's way improved. Like, when you read the old history books of, like, I can't remember the one I read of this guy that, like, pioneered, like, Sturrisky Creek.
Oh, yeah.
And how they would it was just like a mud fest, like, the whole way
flats.
from, like, Anchorage here and, that whole homesteader scene. I have to look it up.
I feel like going to Homer when we were a kid was like a 10-hour drive.
It was way longer than it is now.
Yeah, it's like 4 out of 5 hours now. I mean, with a stop.
Especially that section between Soldotna and Homer. Like, that is so cleaned up. It's so nice.
Cruise through there. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have the same permafrost problems as like some of the other roads.
Yeah. You can just cruise 60 real good.
They have like
smooth.
a lot of those like in motion pullouts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
Yeah.
People utilize them.
Yeah, they do. It's actually really good. They actually have a pretty good management system for that stretch. I mean, it is smooth.
Yeah. The only problem about that stretch is there's so many moose, and in the evening it's just like
Nanilchik and Deep Creek is
everywhere.
Bad,
They just got to redo the fencing like they do when you come out of
Sterling.
When you come from Kenai to Sterling, that long stretch, that straightaway.
Yeah, they've got a really good program that they put in there with those fences. And
even though I saw a moose the other day, right out of Muldoon, like on the inside by the highway, and he's like, you could tell he like knew he was like wanting to get in. He would go and like he followed the fence,
Yeah, that's
until
why
he
they
would
put
find
those
a spot.
little breakthroughs or whatever they call those things.
You know what I wondered? You might know.
creep
When
through.
you're on that Sterling stretch before you get to Sterling, why are all the entry points like up on a hill? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the way they go like high point off the shoulder over there.
Yeah, they all
in
go
the
high
ditch.
point, and that's like the spot where you can go in and out of the fence.
I wonder if that's like to like detour a moose, like from
From coming in.
from wanting to cross. Like it just like
maybe it
chokes it out like that.
because they have to come down from a high point that you can see them better from the road.
Oh, that
you
could
know,
be.
like if you're a driver, you want as many seconds as possible. And if they're coming from a low point, it's like always a surprise.
Yep.
But if you can see them coming down, then you can slow down or speed up or whatever.
More likely to catch your eye, like when they're like 20 feet above you on the right side.
Yeah.
I think the deterrent thing,
Yeah.
because you're deterring them from coming on the road on both sides. And if it's hilled up, they're probably on that backside. They just would normally go around that. And then they miss the entry point into the highway. Whereas if you're a moose already on that inside, you're going to stick by the fence because you're trying to find a way from the road.
Then come
Yeah,
out.
to get it. Yep.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it'd be a cool question to find out the answer to, like how that's designed or whatever they do.
Yeah.
Because isn't that really popular in, man, this is going to, I might just set myself up to sound like an asshole here, but I thought there was a study on like moose management in Switzerland or
probably
Sweden or something where Switzerland, just like I said, so sound like an ass sometimes, but it was somewhere where they had like their systems where like there was like no roadkill, and their moose populations are like insane. They're like so healthy and flourished, and like instead of like we just smack 300 a year on the Glen. They actually have like fences all the way, like hundreds of miles of their highway, where they're just like making sure there's no moose kills. I'm trying to remember where that is. I could probably look it up, but they have like an incredible like management system for like moose and automotive protection. Like it's like above and beyond what we've ever done here.
Yeah.
They're like trying to preserve it, save it.
Yeah. All right. Well, as you look it up, we'll give a shout out.
We're rabbit holing a little bit here.
Look it up, and we'll give a shout out to the sponsors, and we'll come back with the answer there.
What'd you say, sweet?
The Treehouse AK, your one-stop dispensary located at 341 Boniface Parkway. Be sure to ask the bud tender about their deal of the day, because honestly, there's always something good on deck. And guys, listen, this is where the culture lives. At the Treehouse, their dedication to servicing consumers has been developed through a lifetime of involvement in the cannabis culture. They're committed to providing the highest quality products at whatever value your budget affords, while always maintaining the deep-rooted principles that have carried them this far. Their focus is on relationships over transactions, and you can always depend on them to treat you with the respect you deserve. Hit them up at thetreehouseak.com, and remember, you must be 21 years of age to enter their store.
Tailored Restoration, 24-hour emergency home services, helping Alaskans restore their dreams since 1972. Services include fire, water, mold, post-emergency cleaning, repair, and remodeling. Tailored has an emergency response number with trained professionals available to help you at any time, day or night. Give them a call in Anchorage, Eagle River, Mat-Su, or Fairbanks. Make an appointment today at tailoredrestorationalaska.com.
Since 2008, Serrano's is Anchorage's own new generation of Old Cocina. Their menu showcases the passion and love of their rich heritage and unique family recipes that have been passed down through the generations. Serrano's goal is to embrace and display trad flavors using the best ingredients that are available. They focus on making everything from scratch daily. In-house menu includes handcrafted corn tortillas, salsas, carne asada, and chorizo. But don't take their word for it. Experience their tradition and sabor for yourself. Locations on Tudor and Northern Lights, both with new tequila bars. Check out their daily specials at serranosmexicangrill.com.
The Connoisseur Lounge, located in the heart of Palmer, Alaska. The Connoisseur Lounge is Palmer's first locally owned and operated cannabis retailer. Their beautiful store is located at 226 Evergreen Avenue. The Connoisseur Lounge has exclusive cannabis products such as Snowcap Romance, Aurora Haze, Super Glue, and one of our favorites, Sugar Cookies. And if you're not into the flower, the Connoisseur can hook you up with edibles, vape supplies, and a ton of CBD options for all your health and inflammation needs. Check out their daily deals at theconnoisseurlounge.net, or even better, stop by the lounge today. Remember, you must be 21 years of age to enter their store. Stop by the lounge.
Alaska Department of Public Safety.
Okay, as talking about the moose, and for anyone that's new to Alaska, or maybe people that don't know and you've lived here a long time, they have a really cool program that you can get on to be able to get the moose meat. So any of the moose that are ever hit on the highway, you can be placed on a list to come and pick up the roadkill. and basically you get the call at whatever time it is, and they just go on down the list, family after family, and the first person that's able to come retrieve the meat gets the meat. And a lot of times, you know, the majority of the moose is good or whatever. Let's say it like breaks its leg, and you know, state troopers got to dispatch the moose. The rest of the meat is good, so it doesn't get wasted. So anyone out there that's like maybe into wanting to get moose, but you're not into hunting, but you still want to help out the community or whatever and get access to some really good meat, did you find the website, Brandon?
Yeah, it's the Alaska Department of Public Safety. It's got a directory. It looks like you can sign up for the roadkill program. And that's, again, the Department of Public Safety. You can pretty much just type in the search bar roadkill program, and then it'll just take you to the link.
Yeah, I know that my uncle is on it in Soldotna, and they probably section it out, right? Like Soldotna and then Anchorage area.
Yeah, zones or whatever.
Zones or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
But like you literally, oh man, who was it, man? I got to think of who it was.
There's a lot of churches and like
a lot of
churches and stuff that are on
that get on that list, but like you literally have to like be there within like an hour.
It's a
or
call
something
list.
like that.
I mean, they make phone calls until
I think
the
it's
first
30
person.
minutes.
Yeah, to get out there and get the meat.
Yeah, that big old bull that was living in Turnigan got hit on the highway. Or no,
The one in Turnigan?
Yeah, the big bull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On Minnesota?
He got hit on Minnesota. No, not on Minnesota, on International. Between Minnesota and Spenard last fall. Yeah, and he was limping. He had a bad back leg. Something happened to him.
Yeah.
But they were there within like 30
I called him
minutes.
over.
Oh,
he was on the far side of the street.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just had the boys, and I was like, come over here. And he's like perked up, you know what I'm saying? And he like came across and was like munching his way, like working his way. Like, let me see what's going on over here. Yep. That's funny. But yeah, definitely. I meant to ask you, Jack, as you said, you went with your kids, and this will lead into the black bear thing. Now that you had that experience with the black bear, now are you taking the bear mace every time?
So I always took bear spray every time. That was the one time last May. It was a year ago right now, and in Kincaid. And I remember that day. I remember exactly where I was. It was like 7 houses down from my street before we make the corner by Jerry's house, and I realized I didn't have the bear spray, and I was like, "Oh, I'm good this time. I won't be making that mistake again." So we went to the exact same spot, walked by the exact same on the same trail. The kids recognized everything, and we talked about it out there and like what we did right, what we did wrong, and I had bear spray this time. But I was definitely the only one. And in Kodiak, like we were walking in Fort Abercrombie, everyone's like, "Oh, we don't need bear spray."
That's crazy.
So but I think it's like it's the times that you don't have it that you want it, and we have had those experiences, and we can be bold and be like, "Oh, I don't need it on the backside of Flat Top," or like whatever in Kincaid, and then you're like with 4-year-olds and you fucking want it real bad, quick, and it's like, okay, well, one of these dads is gonna step up and everyone else is getting away, and that's not cool. So that sparked this conversation where yesterday, very sadly, one of the military dudes on the base, there was like an exercise on the base, and there's 3 military guys running a scouting kind of session for their training, and they walked by a bear den, and like a sow brown bear came out, and like
was a brown bear?
Yeah. And all the news that I've read so far and the people I've talked to that are, know a little bit about the situation, was like it was a flash, knocked one dude down and then got a second. And then the second dude they're doing CPR on, and he died. Yeah. And it's just really sad. And in like some situations, you just can't do anything. Like bear spray wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When something comes by in a brown flash, those things are fast. And it's just a risk we take being out in the wilderness and, off like normal trails that are trampled on every day.
insanely fast. And don't think that you're across the water and you're safe, because they will traverse that water in an instant.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the story ever one time? You know that when you go past the ferry and you're rafting, and then you kind of veer right, and it's like a hard 90 left where the highway is?
Yeah.
I seen a bear right there.
Guardrail.
Yeah. I seen a bear come down from the highway spot and literally like walk. He was walking in the water. You could tell he was walking, and all you saw was like his snout, like sticking up, and you could tell he would walk and walk and walk until he lost the footing, and then he like went like straight across, like no like drift.
No.
Just like straight
They
across.
got the power.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it was
horse.
crazy.
Bear power.
You know, and along with that topic, I know we mentioned it on a couple of podcasts before, is I want to buy some of those, because I'm going to start bringing the shotgun on the Kenai on these raft trips and like that for the camp, because I have the 44 on me, you know, and I'm sometimes fishing up to keep something by the camp. But I wonder the legality of the
flares.
The flare shots.
Yeah.
Because if you see one way down and it's coming your way and the horn isn't doing it and the loud noise isn't doing it, maybe shooting one of those by it will do the trick. But you don't want to start a fire, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to shoot it into the water. I mean, I don't know. I just wondered, like, I need to ask somebody, like, is that legit?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's probably a gray area. But, I mean, if you're shooting it on, they walk the bank. Yeah. So it's like if you shoot it on the bank, on a gravel bar in front of them, or it's, you know, it's not at them, but it's in front of them, it's a turret. Like, that seems legit.
It just seems like the horn is good because they can hear it from a distance. But that's even better because you're actually like spraying them, you know, from a distance. So you don't have to wait till they get close. Because, like you said, they get bold.
Yeah.
And they just walk that bank and they don't care who's down the way.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So.
You guys seen the rubber bullets?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kind of wonder, like, that.
Is that for a shotgun?
Yeah, you can get it for shotgun and pistol. And I'm like, would that just piss it off more? I mean, I feel like you would probably get a bear to go away, like, more times than not.
I know that
plugging them with one of those,
like working up there, they worked really well.
Okay.
I'm not sure what like the legality of that is.
Yeah.
Like, are you allowed to like rubber bullet bears? Like,
it'd almost be like hit them with the flare. Okay. Hit them with the thing. Okay.
Don't hit them with the flare, but in front of
them. I mean, don't hit them with the flare, but like
scare them with the flare.
Yeah.
Scare flare.
That definitely makes probably the most sense.
Yeah.
Especially in like a really close encounter situation.
Well, I think about it all the time. That's why on the horn, especially like on the Gulkana, there's tight corners and tight areas. You come across, it could be a bear easily right on the bank.
Yeah.
Or even like the willow and things like that, where you don't have time to stop. There's nowhere to pull over, and if it's just right there, especially a mom with cubs, probably wouldn't hesitate to jump into the water.
Yeah.
And get after your raft.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be crazy.
What an Alaskan like bear tail, though, with the unfortunate event that happened with the soldier on J Bear. I mean, like, it feels like only in Alaska.
There's actually an insane amount. I was talking to.
I bet there are, but it just.
I was talking to Adrian, the mayor of Eagle River. Shout out to Crispy Boy, Dustin's buddy. He's a marshal and
mayor
in the military. He's the self-proclaimed mayor of Eagle River, dude.
That's right.
But he's the one that told me about the soldier being killed, and he told me a crazy number, like how many times there's like bear attacks and stuff like that with those soldiers out there running around.
Oh, really?
Well, you're in the deep wilderness.
And he's like, a lot you don't hear about.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and other stuff too, like snake bites and just like
snake bites,
bug bites. Bud. Not in Alaska. I'm talking about like in other remote areas, like just crazy things that.
Welcome to the Nevada podcast.
The just in general, I meant like military, like in deep wilderness in general.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff they probably run into, and bears would be a big one here. You don't hear about that very often though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of.
Well, 'tis the season.
I'm pretty blown away by that. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to imagine what happened.
Go to Costco. Get you some. Get you the 2-pack or the 1-pack there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go right into August. Yeah. Go ahead, Jackie.
Yeah, man,
well, I'm still rocking through July, I think.
Oh, you still got some July?
Yeah. So
I got one more too.
I'm definitely gonna head out in the sound looking for some ling cod. I need to do some pinnacles. We haven't talked about pinnacles for a while, but get after those.
Find yourself some underwater structure.
Yeah.
You got to slot me in for one of those.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
The Deep Insider?
Spend the night out there. Yeah. Get on the Deep Insider. Let's do it.
When's the Deep Insider going to get named? Like actual?
I don't know. I need to order the stickers. It's already named. It's just.
I mean, put it on there.
Yeah, I got a Sharpie.
It's definitely got to be like orange, right?
Yeah. Orange sounds good. Yeah.
It'll look good on that black.
Yeah, it would look badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some orange.
Like that orange on the shirt.
Trim.
Or like the sticker.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we'll get out there and do some of that, and probably team it up with like some hiking, like an overnight. Get out there like 90 plus miles, 110 miles maybe. Get around the corner, see how the surf's looking. I have Knights Island. I have 3 peaks I want to kind of
on Knights
summit on night.
That
lots
looks really
of shrimping.
Cool. Night looks so majestic, man. Just
Yeah.
get over tree line.
Sounding it out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that 20-mile float. So hike up Winter Creek and drop over the pass.
Oh, you're gonna do that?
20-mile and do the pack
dude.
rafts. You're welcome to join.
When is that?
Did half that hiking.
July?
Pretty gnarly.
I got some. The end of July's open for me.
Yeah.
I don't have any dates.
Okay.
Just any time's good.
Yeah.
These are just on my list for July. A Ressurection mountain bike trip. I missed it last year, so I'm doing it this year. So let's see here. Oh, and then Gulkana for me. We planned it.
Oh, you're going to squeeze that in?
We screwed. Well, it's not a squeeze.
Well, I mean, you guys kind of have to make it work with everybody's.
Yeah. No, we did have it work, but it just, and I think it's tied up with your guys' trip.
I've actually debated if my ATV's not here, I think
Back
that
in the
second
family,
I'm gonna
wanna do that?
I'm gonna do the family Gulkana.
What weekend?
Next
Yeah, you
week,
should.
the following weekend.
Oh, the weekend after.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Get the full
Is that
report
when you're
from you
doing
guys.
is that when you're doing the Gulkana?
The Kasugi weekend, he's doing Gulkana.
Okay. Well, and even if you guys decided to bag that, I mean, it would be hurting our feelings. If you guys
No.
decided
We're gonna
to
do something.
Yeah.
I'm planning to go hiking, whether it's north or south that weekend. But the following weekend's in the air if I have the machine or not.
And then you can go do the family Gulkana.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. That's it. Go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
Yeah, and then the only other trip is I want to do just some 2-day trip in that middle Kenai, kind of like after it hits 6 on the river, just bring 12 home. And I've already talked about that beautiful camp spot I like on that section. Bring the drift boat down, and
We know about that one.
Yeah, just have like a nice stress relief day.
Yeah.
Have some chocolates and.
I'm surprised how many times you go and those few spots. There's not many are available.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, dip netting
'Cause
opened everything up. That
Yeah.
whole middle
It
river,
That is the
shifts.
plus.
It
That is
shifts.
the
like
plus on the
totally
dip
fucked back in the day.
net. Yeah.
Like I remember going down there in the Zodiac with my dad, and it was just like everyone, and now there's no one.
Yeah.
Is there any good camping spots on the initial once you come out of Skilak and come in, or not really?
All those high banks have spots,
Okay. Okay, so you can go up there
even
if you
in
want
the
to climb up.
trees.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Okay.
It's like not a lot of people want to drag their coolers and their shit up those fucking
Yeah,
banks, but yeah, it's some good.
there is.
camping areas.
Okay. Those upper ones are cool, man. Like that one upper Gulkana spot.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
you're up above the
It's
river,
epic,
dude.
That
you see it
photo
all?
that you printed for me on the canvas, man, I got on my wall. It's just
Oh yeah, I
love that
forgot about
fucking spot, man.
Yeah, that was a good spot.
I can throw a beer across that spot.
Just do like the 2 or 3 step, just
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Catch it down there. Catch it up the canyon.
cannon, yeah, throw it upstream.
You just got to have a little stand-up paddle boarder on the other side, make it catching the loose.
Yeah,
ones.
and come
There you go.
back across. Yeah.
Call on the sound. I want to do a sound trip. I didn't really factor it into a weekend.
I feel like the sound trips are always like you just get the call up. I mean, if you don't have a boat, from one of the boys, like we're going.
Yeah,
There's room
it's
for
not
you,
like
and
3
it's just
weeks in
like, okay.
advance or anything.
Well, that's the good part of having some of those open dates
Yeah.
there where you're not locked into some
Yeah.
trip. You
Well,
know.
and every once in a while, if it all works out or lines up, you can do those like on a weekday.
Oh yeah.
You know, those are fun.
Yeah.
You know, take a Wednesday off, but go Tuesday night, and rip out, spend the night, fish the next day, come home. I mean, it makes for a pretty brutal.
Oh, the suicide run?
It's pretty much a suicide. It'd be like the Prince William Sound version, but yeah, man. July the lings open up. You got to go out and chase those around.
Yeah, man. Get pinnacled out.
Catch a sea monster.
God, those things are insane, man.
Yeah, you got into one here.
Yeah.
what, like 2 or 3 years ago with us.
I feel like they need their own. We've been watching the animals thing on Netflix, and they have like bears and seals, and I feel like lingcod need their own thing, man. They're so cool, and just
Sea bottom.
that
fish.
one video that came out by I don't know who, one of the biologists or something, showing all those lings on those pinnacles. That was insane.
Just like slithering around it.
Yeah,
Like fucking
just
eels.
the ugliest, most tastiest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Golly, those are good.
Eat everything whole.
Yeah, just their mouth is huge. Yeah,
There's one other cold shot.
I just got one.
Are you guys good?
We move into August.
Yeah.
First
I did have
weekend.
a pike trip fish planned in July. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
Where?
Yeah.
oh, that's right. That's right. With your cousin out there.
The upper lake.
Pike Lake.
Huffman,
of the
Upper Huffman Lake.
woods.
Upper Pike Lake.
Upper Pike Lake. That is
There it is.
really close to where we're gonna go. Did you love how us fucking stingy asshole Alaskans are like just won't say?
It's funny because
Even
I
though
know
like
exactly
people
where
fish,
this lake
people
is.
fish. Everybody knows, but they don't know because there's actually
Yeah.
lots of awesome pike fisheries in Alaska. You just got to go a long ways for them.
I do have.
got a trip planned, and we're gonna take kids and the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah?
nice.
Fun, yeah.
Surface,
cool, man.
Be a good time.
surface. It's fun for pikes.
I haven't done. Had a nightmare Klutina trip years ago when Noah was like a baby.
Mosquitoes.
Were you there with us that time?
No, I didn't.
Okay. But I've been wanting to go back, and Alexia refuses to go back. But I'll go with Mateo and go up to Klutina and fish those reds up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done that?
No, I want to.
Yeah, that's really that river's really cool. And Austin Cop, the dad, he has a cabin up there by the lake.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. So I've been wanting to go hang out with him, and that's like their spot over there.
Yeah.
Because they got the other one on Lake Louise, but it's like too busy for him. So you
Yeah.
got to get some like remote,
Yeah.
you know. And even just driving that road back in there, you do got to get the Otna camping permit and all that stuff, which is pretty easy to do. And just that road goes way, way, way back in there. That dirt
to the
road.
lake.
Yeah, man, it's so cool back there. But it is mosquito heaven.
I think if you can catch that like first run in June, which it's pretty wet, so it's kind of tough to get back in there unless you got side by sides or four wheelers. You can beat the bugs.
And I seen dudes rafting that from the lake.
Yeah.
They raft it from the lake down.
That's pretty hardcore, man. It's
It's like class
got fives?
3 at the most, I think.
class 3. Okay.
Yeah.
When it's
But
raging in July, it's
just
pretty fucking gnarly.
It's really fast, and
fast.
I don't think it's like a kid friendly river.
Oh no, it'll buck. It
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah, Jerry had a trip planned there last year, and I bailed because it's a kid weekend. I was like, kids aren't going on that river. They're not walking by the bank. Like, we're good.
Yeah, that's really dangerous.
Yeah, we'll
there.
come back when they're 13 or whatever.
Yeah. When's Jerry gonna get the boat?
He was telling me today he was going to learn how to fly. So,
Oh, I was thinking the deep inside him.
Deep in psoriasis. Sorry, Jerry. Love you, man. Yeah, we actually should get Jerry on the show. So
Yeah, we should get Jerry.
I
on
have
the
yet
show.
to meet.
Oh, you haven't met
Jerome.
Jerry? He's in
I have
town
not
tonight.
met him,
I was
dude.
talking to him about
Oh,
maybe
he could've
coming on
tonight. Yeah.
He's heading to Scotland in the morning. So
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, the same thing your dad did?
A little bit different. He's going Scotland, and then he's gonna talk to Jim over there, and then on our cider making cohort, and then he's gonna hit Belgium for some like sour stuff.
Okay,
And
go
then
do
they're
some
gonna go
recon.
head down to Austria and enjoy some like beer bathe houses and stuff.
That's right. Where did I see Jerry? He was telling me about all that.
Yeah, it'll be a good trip.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we'll bring Jerry on sometime.
JJ.
Have a little brother.
J-Dog. Jer Bear.
Jared Bear.
One of these days I'll meet you, Jerome. One of these days I will meet you.
Cool dude, man. I like Jerry.
Does he look like you?
He's a talker.
He has
No, you guys don't.
He has the same. We don't look alike. He has the same. What is it? Like motions,
Like gallop.
mannerisms.
Yeah, not skating though.
No, I don't throw my ass around like he does.
He's his body really good skating.
Yeah.
He's a good hockey player.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's a lefty.
Maybe I have met him and or saw him or was around when he was there, but just didn't meet him. Not sure.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you would do that. You would know.
I'd know. Okay.
He'd let you know.
Yeah. Does he have Instagram?
Yeah, Jer Bear, I think it is.
The Cider Jer.
The Cider Jer.
Cider Jer.
Was it Jer Bear or is that like his nickname?
It was earlier, and
Okay.
then they changed it to Cider Jer.
Got it. Yeah. We didn't get the youth caribou permit, but my family still wants to go do that Denali Highway camping.
Yeah.
I think this year I was talking to my dad. We're gonna go to the Paxton side, and I would kind of want to go up by Summit Lake and go camp up there. Bring the ATVs, maybe go on the highway and go over there on that side. Since last time we went the other way, and just kind of camp somewhere up there.
Yeah.
Summit Lake is beautiful.
So did you guys get a subsistence permit at all?
My dad has the tier 1. I'll proxy it for
Early
him.
or late?
The late one.
Oh, okay.
That's the one. I know we're not getting hunting, but I'm gonna go to with my my uncle's coming from Jacksonville. And my other uncle from Soldotna. I'm gonna go with them too. And
To the
Cisco.
normal spot?
Nope, we're gonna go to a different spot. Spot that we used to go. I think I told you before. And go back in there. That was where we used to go moose hunting years ago, and I haven't been back that way. And I think it'd be a good trifecta out there.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The boo will be moving through right there. There's lots of moose.
Boo, and what I really want is a black bear back there.
Yeah.
So I figure
Yeah.
if we see a moose, we'll get a moose. That's good. And then my uncles can help my dad with his caribou.
Yeah.
And then if we see a moose, we'll get a moose.
Are you going to stay on the road and head in? Or?
No, we're gonna ATV in and go camp back there.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been meaning to go back to that spot. Those spots back there. Busy, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always find some area.
Yeah.
It's so vast.
Yeah. But the family thing, and that's open to whoever wants to come with us. The more the merrier on that trip. Motorhomes and whatever, and toys and all that stuff. And
That was August, right?
that first week of August,
Oh, okay.
whenever we're going to actually do the youth caribou, I think it's
Right. Yeah, that's on the first.
something like that. That's my August, and then from there is obviously the sheep hunt with Jack. We got those dates all set. I think we leave the 13th, and I'm so excited about that, dude.
Yeah. That's
oh man, I am so excited about that.
Gotta go. So it's like crazy, I've been back there since I was 11, something like that. And I never made that one corner that we made this year. And then we made another corner, another corner, and another corner. And then we look back there, and now I'm sitting here like I'm 11-year-old going, I want to get back around the next corner.
Yeah.
What's back there?
We should bring the pack raft, because if for some reason we can't get all the way where we want to go, at least once we do the hike, if we got to come back that way,
That's a good call.
and then just
We
at
can
least one
totally
for the
pack raft out.
meat
Pull
and all
some
that
weight
stuff,
out,
or if we
yeah.
bring two, we
Yeah,
can
just
pack raft
bring them
that
both.
out.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
go the whole way on a pack raft. Yeah, the whole way out. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, because we're switching directions, so we're going a bigger loop this year, but it's a lot flatter ground.
I'll need to borrow that pack raft.
Yeah, I
I
got.
need to get my
we have two.
my bearings on me on
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah, well, come do this 20-mile thing with me. That'd be a good
That'd
warm
be a
up for
good
you.
warm up, man.
It's not too hard.
Yeah.
It's just like up Winter Creek. Then you got one little mountain, and then we float down all in a day.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you guys have noticed. Speaking on the pack rafting deal, definitely go check out Luke Mel's podcast with us, and more importantly, his book, the Pack Rafters Handbook.
yeah,
Guide.
Packrafter's handbook.
But he's been really putting some really cool videos out on his Instagram. They just did like a survivor, like a if you flip your pack raft and what to do, all that stuff on there. He's been putting it on his Instagram, which is really cool to watch and get some tips from him. And he's so open to like just taking a DM and, excuse me, answering all the questions and all that stuff.
Yeah, all of his instruction just on his Instagram profile is epic.
Yeah, that's really good. B?
Yeah, August is crazy. I don't have anything going at all for August. The last couple of years, we've had like a youth hunt or a cow hunt or something kind of cool. Like,
you should get your family and your brother and all those guys to come do that same. Go out there.
I mean, I again, like, you know, like May and June just kind of always seem to stack up. July has, you know, 2 or 3 weekends there. 2 things like definitively on the books, but like some other wild card stuff. August, I was going to completely leave open, and I don't have a mountain hunt planned for the first time in, I don't know, man, 6 years.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of thinking like, I feel really ill prepared. I'm like, well, what the hell? Like, I always have a sheep hunt, caribou hunt. I have some sort of like, you know, hunting season expanded out of, you know, September into August. It was like all of a sudden it was like, well, shit, like August all of a sudden becomes like a big hunting month. And it's been a lot on the family to be gone as much as I have over the years. And I guess I'm a little more reluctant to commit. Like, you know, I talked to Chad and I had a really great conversation and a thought process on maybe a hunt, and that was cool. I would love to go get out back on the mountain with Chad. I told him, you know, maybe get Wes out there. You know, I know Wes really wants to get a sheep, and you know, I really kind of was like leaning more toward like, man, get Wes out there, and I'd even go with him if I could. And Eric really wants to get out, and so I've got like a couple projected kind of more close range areas that I'm pretty sure are going to be a little bit more of a high pressure area hunt. But I've never really done it during sheep hunting season, so I really don't know how high pressure it is. And if it is, the access obviously would create a better opportunity for most to go versus a fly-in or something deep that maybe less people know about. So I was almost thinking about just like trying out the 3 or 4 day, like kind of suicide sheep hunt. Is it possible? Can it be done? Yeah, but we got deep.
Yeah.
We got like fly-in deep. So we were deep. Like, it wasn't like, we were deeper than I thought we could get. And I would like to see if I can get to another area that maybe isn't as deep, but close.
Yeah.
And just see if I can get in there, and if there's pressure and competition and it works out. If not, and it's like, yeah, we'll just get out of here. This isn't obviously a spot you want to come. I think I'm okay with like discovering that this year, and maybe just doing a little bit of like exploring, and or being able to get on like multiple trips. So just keep it open, play weather. If it's like shitty there, it's nicer over here. I know where I can go check it out, and actually like play that game a little bit. It most likely wouldn't yield in the result of a pre-planned 10-day backpack going deep hunt, but I was just maybe going to just switch it up a little bit.
What about the trip that we talked to about going back to those glaciers?
Yeah, I mean that's other conversations I've had too. So, yeah, I mean it's all kind of on the table, and it's actually kind of cool. It's like I don't really have anything like. Yeah. I have it on the calendar, but I don't have like where I'm going figured out.
Oh, smart move.
You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, let's reserve the time for if I want to do a thing. And then if that doesn't work out, I'll just do like 2 long weekends or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like for the first time in a very long time for the month of August, I don't really have anything locked in, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, another thing I would love to do is, like there's this allure to a Dalton Highway caribou hunt. I mean, I know it's a lot of work to hike off into the corridor and go find a caribou with the bugs and all the shit, but
I've done it before, and I would highly recommend to anyone doing it to try to go to some spot away from the 4-wheeler trails, because it was very much like hunting in like Michigan or Minnesota, where like every 100 yards there's a new camp set up in these like 4-wheeler trail, also built on these ridges, hill ridges.
Well, I was thinking no motorized access areas is what I was talking about.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the Dalton. I was thinking of the Taylor. My bad.
No, I'm not interested in that whole.
Yeah. The Dalton would be right.
Yeah. No, as a lifelong Alaskan and hunter, I've never done that hunt either. And just like.
That's insane, dude.
I just have everything so planned every year. And there's some security in knowing that and having that set up. But like, I don't have that this year. So I kind of feel like I'm a little bit sloppy about my preparation because I'm so heavy on prep and time and that hype and everything that goes into it. But like, I'm just going to change it up a little bit. I'm totally cool if, no animals are taken. I still have a freezer full of meat. I don't really like have to kill something. I got a nice moose last year. I want the other boys in the crew to get a moose this year. I got the elk tag. We'll talk about that later. That's kind of my goal, Yeah. And then, I don't know, man. I got my sheep last year. I just kind of like, I almost am like very content with the idea of like no pressure on any of it.
It's good.
For once.
Yeah, for once.
For once. And it feels like maybe that's just a good route to take this season. But, August is a great silver season. You can get up to the Deshka. Mm-hmm. Haven't done any Little Sioux runs in a while. Hopefully the returns are good. So those are always kind of on like the tentative docket as far as like that season. It's pretty fun. You get a lot of people I think are sometimes burnt out on fishing. By the end of July, they've packed their freezer with reds and everything else. So August is a great time to get out.
Yeah, but you don't do the whole Kenai thing, so that's perfect.
Yeah, no, I've just kind of gone away from the whole Kenai scene in general.
And silvers are funner to fish anyway. They're the best fighting.
Well, they fight. They bite and they attack, and you can catch them in the morning early. And they
I miss that.
They have bites and attitudes.
That Seward silver fishing on the boat, man.
Oh,
so fun. Let's go with my father-in-law.
Yeah, rest in peace, huh? Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Right?
The boat.
The boat. He just moved.
Yeah, he's still alive.
No, I know. I meant the like he got rid of the boat and it was like a sad day, right? Like, yeah. That's a bummer, man.
I need to make a new friend with the Seward boat.
Right?
If you're out there, hit me up. I'm looking for a Seward boat friend.
Late July is always tough, Like it's like fun interior time. Like it's that mid-season between the bugs. Everyone else is heading south to the Kenai, and you get up the interior. So it's hard to like bring your boat down to Seward at that time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start August off with some like high country orange looking blacktails in the Sound. There's a couple more peaks, some ridges I want to walk, and I think I'm just gonna hike some sort of artillery up there with me on the 1st of July or 1st of August and be there for the deer opener. I was there the night before the deer opener last year and saw some nice bucks. So
hell yeah.
Anyway, I try that, and then man, I love Salmonfest. It's back, so I think I'm going.
What's the date on that?
It's I wrote it down.
It's like the 5th.
5th through 7th. Yeah, so I think I'm going. Yeah, if anyone else wants to bring the kids, I'll be bringing the kids down. This will be their second Salmon Fest. In the lineup so far, they announced like the bigger Ninilchik.
Ninilchik. Oh, yeah, dude.
They announce like bigger and bigger guests, bands as they get closer, and like the bands they have right now are good enough for me. Like they're really good.
What dates are those?
5 through 7 of August.
5 through 7?
Yeah. And then I think Jake and I are going to go chase around some caribou in August with the bows.
You guys have tier 1s too?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
the early one?
Yeah. Well, so I have the early one, and then Matt has the late one. So,
nice.
Yeah, there may be some proxies. But anyway, so I'd really love to do that. Brooks Ranger, B Ranger Danger, my 12-year-old lab. She still has the hips to bird hunt, so I think we're gonna do at least like one bird trip in August. Like maybe it's like a long one-dayer, and then we'll get into September and hunt some more birds. But her favorite thing in the world is to chase around the birds. She gets birdies, so
let her do it while she still can.
Try to knock some down with her. Not that she won't be on these other trips, but that one will be for her.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. Oh, so anyone that's listening to this, I will be, and you should be in Kodiak fishing the road system for silvers. So like paddleboard or river, like August is off the hook in Kodiak. I think they have 7 different fisheries on the road system that you can catch silvers all day on. So fish the tide and get down there and do it. So I'm going to go do that for sure. I'm sure I'll be like bartending or something down at the Double Shovel Kodiak at some point there in August and helping get some free days to surf.
Nice.
And hopefully get surf a little bit, but we'll see. And then, the thing that I've been looking forward to most since the last year is getting around that next corner with you, Daniel, and see if we can do that.
It's exciting.
See some majestic country and test some more steri pens and
the teepee. We were looking at teepee.
Do you guys really think that water is even like bad? I mean, it's probably drinkable without the pen, right?
No, yeah.
You just don't take the chance.
I mean, if it's just running out at the top of the mountain, it should be good, right?
Yeah, you just don't take the chance.
Just stir it up. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it took a lot of chances.
Yeah, no,
use the fancy
There's
pen,
definitely
right?
beavers like in some of the section we're going to. There's definitely beavers.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really looking forward to that trip. It could go a lot of different ways, but either way, it's going to be a good time, and we're going to be there for a while. And I think this year I'll be what was the mountain dehydrated meal that you were eating last year?
Oh, I'm stocked up, dude.
What was it?
Peak Refuel.
Peak Refuel. So
I'm stocked up.
I need to stock up with those.
Yeah.
So where'd you get those?
Just fully refueled.
Sportsman's Warehouse had a good supply of them when I just went the other day. REI has them. I'm sure all the major stores have them.
They do.
But I just always look because there's certain flavors I'm trying to find. They got some new ones coming out that I haven't found yet. I kind of want to. I've been wanting to find, and I haven't seen any of the stores. I wonder if it's only online. Is the Chad Mendez version ones?
Yeah.
He has like an elk like stroganoff or something. I want to say there's a few in there that I want to try.
Venison, buffalo.
Oh, the venison. Yeah. I want to get some of those. I have all the ones that you can find at the stores. I've just been buying them, buying them up. I'm definitely going full. Almost all those.
Yeah. The other thing that I like to do all the time is my like mini therapy in the morning before the kids get up is shoot my bow, and I really wasn't consistent through the winter. Maybe like once a week at the best. But when Chad sent us that note the other day, I had already been like cool. I was like 3 or 4 days out of the week, and then now I'm like 7 out of 7 again, and it's felt really good. Just
I'll be there with you, man, because that's what he wants. He's so stoked, and I was like, yeah, you can just do it right in the backyard. Yeah. Get the little thing. He's so excited to do it, and I'm like excited to do it with him.
Well, I'll have the other bow at the house if you ever want to shoot it.
Yeah, well, we're going to go down to a full curl and get him fitted. And I'm sure when I'm there, I'm like, okay, well, let's see what I got.
Talk to Dave. Get Dave on the show.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And he doesn't have interest in, like, shooting an animal or anything. He just wants to, do it.
Yeah. For the activity.
Just for the activity.
It's a fun sport.
Yeah. And I'm sure once you get introduced to the Kincaid Park and all that.
Oh, man, the Kincaid range is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad invited us here, last weekend? Last Saturday? Or Saturday before last. When we did the group ride to Kenai, he shot us a text and wanted to get us out there and sling some arrows.
But till then, I am down to borrow the bow and go do that. I'm definitely down with that. During the week after 5, I'm done.
Cool. I have a bow that would work for Noah too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So when Gideon moved over to Kodiak, he gave me his girls' bows. And
wow,
and
cool.
at the time they were like 12 and 15. So like I've been waiting for my kids to grow into them. One of them's probably perfect for
bows.
Noah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Well, the kids have their age bows too. Well, actually they're like 10-year-old bows, but yeah, they have bows.
Sick.
Yeah. And they're 5.
Yeah, no.
They can't. They're not allowed to touch them without dad.
Dude, they're growing so quick, man. I saw them on Saturday. I'm like, dude, I just saw them this winter at the rink.
Yeah.
4 months ago. Yeah. 6 inches
You
tall.
see Cisco's kid? That picture he posted?
Miles?
Whoa, he's a hoss, dude.
I was like, what?
Oh my, he's like bigger than Cisco. In all
man.
facets, taller, bigger. It's like, boy, you better watch out, man.
Oh man, Dad's always got dad's strength, man. Don't worry about that.
I know, but
punk those fools.
like, because he's all skinny now.
Damn, man, Cisco's just full poppied out, huh?
Full puppy style, full puppy style for sure.
It was a good one.
Yeah, no, we got it covered. Summer.
Yeah, that's the plans.
Yeah, I think like last year we kind of did a like sneak peek into our like hunting season and stuff, and I think some of those plans will be a little bit more dialed in, so we'll cover those later in the summer into the season, and go into that next phase.
Yeah,
sneak peek.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone listening, we are planning on doing some gear reviews and stuff like that. So if there's something specific that you want us to review or let you guys know, like what we use, I think next we're gonna do like stoves, boots, sleeping bags, sleeping pads, tents. So if there's something specific that you want us to get into, if you want to know kind of the stuff that we use, definitely just shoot us a message somehow and let us know. If there's something that you actually want us to review, like if there's a product that you have, I know my buddy Brian from Seattle, his boy's into a bunch of fly fishing stuff.
Yeah.
And so he's shipped it up, and I'll get you some and some of the other boys, so that he wants to get like a legit Alaska review on his stuff and see if it like works and see if it's legit up here. So if there's anyone else out there that's doing stuff like that and you want us to check it out, just let us know and we'll go pick it up wherever and put it to the ringer. Yeah,
I would love to hear more requests on gear reviews. Like, what are people interested in? You know, we've tried a lot of shit living up here, a lot of gear, gone through a lot, talked to a lot of people, and willing to try more. So it'd be nice to hear what other people want us to talk about. I mean, we sit here and talk about the stuff that we're interested in, but
yeah, I dig that, man. It'd be cool if somebody actually threw a request.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, cover this.
Yeah,
we're on it.
Yeah, and on that topic,
especially if it's a topic that's different.
Here pretty quick, we're going to post something on our Instagram about some of your guys' favorite episodes. So like we know the, analytics from online, but it'd be cool to hear like the real viewers' view on like, hey, what are your top 5 or favorite episodes? So then we know what you guys have really appreciated over the last, whatever.
That would be really interesting to know.
14 months. So yeah, give us a shout on your favorite episodes.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun to re-air some of those. Maybe give ourselves a little bit of a summer breather in between weeks, and
that'd be nice.
Throw some of your favorites and some of our favorites out there. I mean, we're episode 64, so we've got a few to choose from.
Yeah,
and we're really excited. I haven't done it in a while, but it's only been a year. It feels like a lot, but going back to some of the earlier episodes here over the year with our guests and our sponsorship delivery.
I thought about mine. I think mine was the falconry with Mike.
Was one of your favorites?
Yeah.
Yeah, Birds and the Bees?
Yeah, Birds and the Bees. That's right, Birds and the Bees.
Yeah.
Is that what we named it?
I don't think that one was called Birds and the Bees. That's just what Mike calls it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Birds and the Bees episode. He's dying to get back on too, man.
We should have.
He's on Instagram now, and he's like wants to get me out hunting. He's like, "Come film me hunting."
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
like,
right.
"Oh man, I will."
You have no kids anymore.
And he's retired. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he invited me to a bear hunt at a stand, but it's with a guide, and he's got to get that all figured out.
A bear stand guide? I never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah.
We had them cut down by guides as a kid.
What?
Yeah.
There's guided bear stand hunts?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Our 2 black bear stands were like too close according to the guide, but they were like a mile away. And when we'd fly home, he'd cut them.
Is it just like a dude who has his bear stand and brings people there?
Asshole. It's just an asshole.
Come on, guys.
Come on. They're territorial, man.
Yeah. Some guys are way cool and some are not,
Well, then keep it to yourself and don't be guide.
It's just like everyone needs to show up with like the first rule they learn in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Like, there's a golden rule. Let's follow that.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is good,
Yeah.
And most guys are. Some guys aren't.
You got renegades.
Or people.
Anyway, sounded cool. I don't know if it'll work out.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There's just so much going on.
I really
there is,
loved
man.
that Heather Kelly episode towards the
Absolutely.
beginning. I think, if anyone hasn't heard that. And that's the thing is, it's just like we've been rapping, and there's like certain, over the last, year and couple months, and there's certain episodes that like you may or may not love, but there's some that we really, really love. So it's like, maybe you should listen to this one. And if you didn't start from the beginning, you probably missed it,
Yeah.
So maybe throwing those back out there would be cool. And any of the audience that has some favorites that can remind us, or maybe they got something out of it that we didn't, that'd be cool.
What about the boots episode?
That was good.
That was a hoot, man.
Yeah,
I was looking
Boots
back
is
at the
fun.
pictures, man. We had the whole entourage in the background, and there's like 6 of us stacked in the old studio
that's right.
spot.
That was a good one.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, man. To the homies and some of the local listeners and the folks that are part of our network, man. The studio is always open. We're recording every Wednesdays, so if the
There's
homies
a
want to
couch
show
right
up
here.
or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to come hang out, man, let us know.
There's just 3 of us tonight, man. Anybody could have come and had
Drink
some
some- have
ciders,
some-
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll get the food game going on here this summer too.
Yeah, we'll keep them wild.
Yeah, that's
We'll
right.
have to bring the stand so then we can just like grill
Right out
around
at the parking lot.
Yeah. Get a line going out there.
Bring that bear salami or pastrami.
That PM shift. All right.
Closes out, Jack.
All right, stay wild, Alaska.
You'll remember my speaking to you of what I call your overcautiousness. Are you not overcautious when you assume that you cannot do what the enemy is constantly doing?
The Alaska Wild Project podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Barney's Sports Chalet, supplying hunters with the best hand-selected gear since 1963. The exclusive home of frontier gear built for the rugged Alaskan terrain. Your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Visit Barney's today at 906 West Northern Lights.
Arbor Digital, the forefront of digital assets, cryptocurrencies, and wealth management, providing a low-cost, research-based investment strategy for Alaskans looking to invest their hard-earned money. Visit acminc.com today to put your money to work.
Tailored Ressurection 24-hour emergency home services, helping Alaskans restore their dreams since 1972. Services include fire, water, mold, post-emergency cleaning, repair, and remodeling. Give them a call in Anchorage, Eagle River, Matsu, or Fairbanks. Hit them up at tailoredrestorationalaska.com.
Total Truck and Alaska Overlander, Alaska's premier supplier for custom automotive accessories and overlanding products, providing all-inclusive rental vehicles and trailers custom outfitted to explore the Alaskan backcountry with a unique and convenient traveling experience.
Serrano's Mexican Grill, 2 locations, one on Tudor, one on Northern Lights. The Northern Lights location has their new tequila bar. Check it out. Also see their daily specials at serranosmexicangrill.com.
TheTreehouseAK.com, located at 341 Boniface Parkway, Alaska's own and grown cannabis and CBD store. Ask the bud tender what the strain of the day is to get your 10% off. The Treehouse, where the culture lives.
The Connoisseur Lounge, Alaska's premier locally owned and operated cannabis retailer, located in the heart of Palmer, Alaska. Their cultivated products include Snowcap Romance, Aurora Haze, Super Glue, and much more. Find them at theconnoisseurlounge.net.
AKO Farms, located in Sitka, Alaska, built from the ground up with concentrates as their single motivation, with exclusive products such as their sugar wax, full spectrum diamond sauce carts, and more. Ask your local bud tender about AKO. Marijuana has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming and addictive. Marijuana impairs concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence. There are health risks associated with consumption of marijuana. For the use of only by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children, and marijuana should not be used by women who are pregnant or breastfeeding.
The Bait Shack, located on Ship Creek upstream of the bridge. Can't miss the bright red shack. They are the go-to fishing gear rental and guide service on Ship Creek. Tight lines and fish on. Come hook into the action with them. Hit them up at thebaitshackak.com.
Anchortown Dogs, located on 4th Avenue across from the old 4th Avenue Theater. Look for the blue and gold umbrella. From reindeer dogs to bomb euros, they've got you covered. Anchortown Dogs, your local gourmet hot dog and sausage cart.
Crude Magazine, Alaska-based media outlet using the last frontier as a springboard to discover larger truths about the cultures of our great state. Read more at crudemag.com.
Lawn Pro AK, Alaska's year-round professional property maintenance team. Services include snow and ice management, weekly lawn care, and more. Get your free estimate today at lawnproak.com.
Double Shovel Cider Company, located off of Arctic and 58th. Handcrafted Alaskan-made colonial ciders. They also have a tap room downtown on the corner of 5th and E. Stop by today and taste an award-winning cider.
Lady with a Plan, your own Alaska event planner. From scouting the perfect location to planning the tiniest details, specializing in event management and production for intimate social gatherings. Find Lady with a Plan on Instagram.
Should you not claim to be at least his equal in prowess and act upon the claim? I say try. If we never try, we shall never succeed. This proposition is a simple truth, and it's too important to be lost sight of for a moment. If we cannot beat the enemy where he now is, we never can. It is all easy if our troops march as well as the enemy, and it is unmanly to say they cannot do it.